makers. For the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another typical City watch-along. Crystal Palace on their way, well they're there now. I was going to say on their way to the Etihad. They should be there now actually. To take on City, which is a side void of confidence. The fan base in particular is lacking confidence going into this. Me included, I'm worried about this game. As I highlighted in my preview, a bit of backlash, which was expected. I think a lot of people want me to just be here like, come on, City, we're the best. We're the best. We're non-stop footballing geniuses, aren't we? But no, come on, we need to be realistic right now. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to this football squad right now, and we are a long way away from being the side we were. You know, a long way away. Crystal Palace as well are absolutely on fire right now, but the lineup is incredibly interesting as well. Pep's gone with what I think is a similar system to what he did against United, which is concerning to me. The system more than the players, to be honest. Because my main point I wanted was Nico Gonzalez. I think he had to play. I wanted the midfield to be solid, and to do that, I think you have to include Nico Gonzalez. Right, so he's done that for me, and I actually think he's doubled down on more strength in that midfield with the likes of Kovacic, Gonzalez and Gundogan, who's not, I mean, I'd say Kovacic is our second strongest midfielder, so I think we can break up the play a little bit there with those two. But Nico Gonzalez, Gundogan and Kovacic are going to be the midfield three, which is interesting, and I think it's going to be solid, and I think we needed that against this physical Crystal Palace side. But how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Nice and early then there as well with a happy birthday. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, KPF. And it is my birthday, and I'm stuffed already as well, you know. I had a massive Chinese last night, and I felt a bit ropey from it. Pizza, I'm not talking about Chinese, that's habit, that. Pizza, actually, last night. Pizza Express, as well, large. And it was crap. Made me feel a bit ropey, so what I had for breakfast would sort me right out was a tray of Krispy Kreme, thanks to the missus who sorted me out with the Krispy Kreme donuts. So I feel like crap, to be honest. My stomach's gone. But let's have a look at the lineups first of all, because I think there's some interesting aspects to talk about from a City point of view, and even a Crystal Palace point of view. So let's start with Palace. Henderson, Lerma, Lacroix was meant to be out. I've been lied to. Lacroix was meant to be out with a concussion, as per the concussion protocol, because he was taken off with concussion in the previous game against Brighton. So I thought he was going to be out, but the rules are 6 days. I read up on the rules, and I was told, well, no, that 6 days have to have passed. So I started to think, well, what does that technically mean? Obviously, he's fit enough to play today, and according to the concussion protocol, he must be okay to play. So, yeah, that's disappointing from a City point of view, because he's been a solid rock at the back. And in fact, we were hoping we were going to see 3 rocks missing from the Crystal Palace back line, but we're only going to be missing 1, which is worrying, because Lacroix and Richards are both available to play. The big American Chris Richards is at the back with Lacroix and Lerma. Munoz and Mitchell are going to be the 2 wing-backs. Wharton and Kamada, which is interesting, rather than Will Hughes in the middle. One eye on Wharton today, because I think Pep made some comments in the pre-match press conference talking about Adam Wharton and how good of a player it is. He didn't hold back, did he? Pep, he asked that question straight away. The guy in the media, whoever it was who asked the question, said, what do you think of Adam Wharton? I know you've been linked with him. He's brilliant. And he seemed quite spiky, Pep. He didn't seem like he actually wanted to talk. But as soon as he was asked that question, it was like, yeah, what a player. Love him. And for me, that's a little bit of a future little statement he's making there, to plant a seed in Adam Wharton's head that we want you, or you are on our radar. You're on our radar. Whether that was wise or not when we're about to play them, I don't know. You could look at it both ways. It could be a case of, I don't want to piss off my future employer, Adam Wharton could be thinking, or it could be a case of, I want to prove what I'm worth. I want to show you how good I am, and I'm going to rip you apart right through the middle, right through the heart of Manchester City's midfield. Which, again, I don't want that to happen whatsoever. But, I mean, he's got a wonderful left foot. I think he's a very good player, Adam Wharton, and he's so young as well. I think he's got a massive future. Could it be at the Etihad? Front three of Ismail Sarr, Eberechi Eze, and Jean-Philippe Mateter will be playing up front. I love saying his name, man, especially in a French accent. He's also donning a mask. Well, it's a weird mask, isn't it? Like, he took a whack the other week, didn't he? He's got one of these weird, like, cyborg masks on. You're wondering if that's going to take off with the fashion statements that the kids like to wear, what the professional players are wearing on the pitch. If the football players cut their socks, put little holes in their socks, well, kids will be doing it. You know what I mean? If you're wearing silly Edgar Davids glasses, well, he actually needs them, doesn't he? Then the kids will try rocking up to the pitch with Edgar Davids glasses. If you're going to turn up with an absolute cyborg helmet on, like Jean-Philippe Mateta, then you can bet your bottom dollar that the kids will be wearing this at the playground at the weekend, especially if he bags a goal at the Etihad. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing that. Not really. Team news for City. Edison. Lewis. At right back. I mean, one thing I will say in Rico Lewis's defence, he's scored 3 goals for City. Do you know, they've all come against Crystal Palace. So, I doubt Pep's thinking like that, though. And if he is, he wants shooting, because we should not be playing players just because once upon a time they did well against this opposition. There's no way Pep's thinking that. My thinking is actually Rico Lewis could be going into midfield here, and Gundogan's going to be pushing a little bit further forward, and we're going to see Lewis in that midfield. And what happens with Nico O'Reilly is going to be interesting as well, because if he's going to then sit at the back and be a left-sided centre-back rather than a marauding full-back, can he do that job? There's not been a job that I don't think he can do yet so far. And from what I've seen, he looks a very capable player, very versatile player, Nico O'Reilly. But it's a job he's not been tested with yet, so it'll be interesting to see if he can do it. Alternatively, Nico O'Reilly's going to be going up and down that left wing, and Rico Lewis is going to be going into midfield. And that means we're leaving Ruben Diaz and Vardiol at the back against Sarr, Eze and Mateta. Doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Whatsoever, especially with Munoz and Mitchell, who will be bombing up and down those wings in the wing-back position, going around the outside into those gaps that O'Reilly and Lewis are going to be leaving. I can't see Pep doing that, surely not. So the midfield of Gonzalez, Gundogan and Kovacic for me makes me think that that's to pack that midfield up, and those Kovacic and Gonzalez have got a responsibility when we lose the ball to get out wide and kill off any counter-attacks that are going to be coming down the sides of our pitch. So, yeah, I'm not sure what Pep's doing with this system. Again, equally uncertain of what he's going to be doing is the front three with Marmoush, McAtee and De Bruyne. De Bruyne, who played up front against United, didn't work at all. It was an absolute waste of time. I thought he was completely anonymous, Kevin De Bruyne. I've never known Kevin De Bruyne to be the man on the end of passes. Have you? I mean, I'm surprised if he does it again, Pep. I will be surprised. I am. I mean, there's some people in the chat saying stop questioning Pep. Not me. Other people just generally, let's stop questioning Pep. Where was it? Red dot. There was it. You said it. Don't question the lineup and don't forget about the Bournemouth game. In Pep we trust. I agree with you 100% in your final 4 words there. In Pep we trust. I absolutely still have an insurmountable, an incalculable, there's the word, amount of trust for Pep Guardiola. You know, I still trust him, but there is absolutely reason to at least question it before the game. Anyway, we'll hopefully get the answers in the next 90 minutes or so. But there's certainly questions that need answering from the front three, because Marmoush for me was signed as a forward. He played on the left against United. I like to think he's not doing that. I think Marmoush will be in the middle and De Bruyne will be on the left, McAtee on the right. That makes more sense to me. More sense. Or it could be a completely different system where you see McAtee behind Marmoush and De Bruyne and Gundogan getting up and down alongside McAtee to come up and down the pitch, and we don't have that much width outside of Lewis and O'Reilly getting forward, which again it's risky. There's lots of risks in this system that Pep seems to be going with. But I mean, the players that he's got, for me, I would have gone with Doku and Savinho. That would have been my choice going into this game. But what would be your choice? Let's say hello to everybody first of all. Merla, good to see you, mate. Morning Blues. I'll go with a 2-1 Crystal Palace win with the way we've been playing. And Palace's form and record at the Etihad, but we can only hope our players can pull something off. I've still got hope, and I agree that it's a concerning game, but I've got hope. I've got hope. Underrated's feeling positive today. Good to see it, mate. City winning 5-1. Cricket Watch, well, it's an early kickoff today, so I can't really watch it. But I'm going to be optimistic. Go for a 3-1 City win. Loving the positivity, mate. Church, mate, good to see you. Good morning, fellow Blues. This is difficult. The Eagles are in rich vein of form. So at the moment, you're predicting a 6-0 win for the Colossus that is Man City. I don't know why I was surprised. I genuinely, having the fact that you predict 6-0 every fucking game. Every game is 6-0 prediction. At the start of the sentence, some tiny, stupid little part of my brain genuinely thought you weren't going to predict 6-0. What was I thinking? Absolutely not. 6-0 you've gone with. You're sticking with it, mate. I love the loyalty to your prediction. You, pal, mate, good to see you. We were scared of Newcastle and beat them easily. You are absolutely correct, mate. You are absolutely right. And it was that sort of game. I've got fucking talcum powder everywhere. What was I going to say? Yeah, there was that sort of game that we were very worried about, looking at the Newcastle side. The physicality, again, kind of ringing a bell a little bit. Physical side we're going up against today with athleticism from Crystal Palace. So, yeah, I agree wholeheartedly that we could absolutely do it today. I do see why not. I was about to say I don't see why not. I see many reasons why not. But I also don't see why we can't just, go for it, get the win. And who knows with this City side right now? I feel like let's call the Manchester derby the game where we had the little brain fart, because we seem to do that every other game now, don't we? Where we play well, and then we have a stinker. Play well again, and then another stinker. There's just no consistency to this side at the minute. But the fact that we did what we did at Old Trafford makes me think, well, maybe this is the opportunity to turn it around. Good to see you, James. Going to get the win, 3-2 to City. Sajida says, hi, guys. He said, hi, guards. And then high gaze. I know you tried, mate. You gave it your best bet there, didn't you? You gave it a go. I appreciate the effort, mate. Big up to you, mate. Thanks very much. Good to see you, Phil. Good morning, Jonny. Good morning, everyone. This will be hard to get the 3 points. But we can do it. I'm going for an ambitious 3-1 City win. I think Palace will be missing a couple of key players. Well, unfortunately not. I thought the same, mate. Someone's thinking Gundo was a false 9. I mean, I doubt it, but it could be. Could be. Who knows? I don't think so, because I think your logic is there. Well, Kovacic and Gonzalez are on the pitch, so surely Gundogan pushes forward. I agree with that logic. I'm not sure that far forward, though. I do think he'll be behind Marmoush. Surely Marmoush is going to be the furthest player up the pitch in this game. For me, he should be. He's the best finisher in the on the pitch for Manchester City. He's the best goal scorer, so therefore he should be, as logic would suggest, the closest player to goal. Surely. Surely. Swedish isn't happy. What the fuck is this lineup? Jules isn't happy either. Pep's on a mad one. It's making for entertainment, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. It is getting entertaining being a City fan nowadays, because we have no idea what is going to rock up at the Etihad, or at any stadium at all, mate. Bill's Lewis at right back and he's worried. Joel, mate, good to see you. I don't think he wants to go. I don't think this is self-sabotage. I don't think he's sabotaging himself, but I do think he's trying some things, isn't he? And he's audacious with the things he tries, Pep. It just feels like there's not been enough preparation going into this season. Almost all the seasons we've won the league, there's been some sort of a blueprint going into it where you can see the logic at the start of the season. And that thread of logic just weaved its way through the formations and the tactics from the start of the season, usually towards the end of the season. Only really last season did we start to see a genuine change mid-season, where we started to see Kyle Walker getting far forward. And that was quite early into the season when we saw that. But yeah, Walker started becoming a very attacking right back, didn't he, in the middle of last season. And that wasn't the start of the season. In the middle of the season, the tactics shifted a little bit. Prior to that, I feel like Pep's been quite consistent with his systems. Now, I feel like because of the lack of preparation for the player acquisition, looking at the transfer policy that City have had going into this previous summer transfer window, we made mistakes. We didn't sign enough players. We rested on our laurels, and we didn't expect the inevitable decline of some of our aging players. it was hard to foresee that all of them would do it, and it was certainly hard to foresee that Rodri would be out for the season, because I think if Rodri was fit, that would be a big difference. And I've always said, I think the biggest omission for the season was not replacing Alvarez. I think Alvarez, the goals that he delivered was just not replaced until Marmoush, and it was too late. The damage had already been done by then, and now we're asking Marmoush to be a saviour for the rest of the season from January onwards. He was never going to be that guy, because he's got to find his feet. You know, he's got to settle. He needs a pre-season. Alvarez was given that. He was given a pre-season. He was given time to bed in. And, you know, even then he wasn't thrown straight into the starting 11 because Haaland was thrown straight in. So when Alvarez came in, he took his opportunities. Marmoush has now got to do the same, and I think we're going to see the best of Marmoush next season. But the fact that we didn't replace Alvarez, having received the money that we received for him, for me, was the biggest mistake in the whole summer that passed for me. Because of the number of goal contributions that he delivered. What was it, 28? Was it 30? Nearly 30 goal contributions? Alvarez, maybe, wasn't it over 30? And I mean, combined with Rodri, it ended up being 50, didn't it? I'm pretty sure it was 50 because I remember a video. Obviously, that was over all competitions, but still, that's a large amount of goals that City have just not had in the side this season. 50 goal contributions from two players. One through injury and one through, I would say, negligence and not replacing him. 50 goals. What do you expect? Do you know what I mean? It's pretty simple, really. Goals win games. Adriano, mate, how you doing? Good to see you. Mahagan, if that's how you pronounce it, mate. I think I might have got it right the first time, Mahagan. But good to see you, mate. Beast, Gundo, left wing. And you're enjoying that, mate. I don't think he's going to be left wing. It's going to be a tight midfield three, I think. DTI, come on City. Power Ninjas in the house. Good to see you. Akaya is saying his man Pep plays with my emotions every week. D Harsher wants to know what Pep is smoking. John says bonkers Pep. Ayaka still trusts though. Good, mate. Good to see it, mate. Sun shining in Manchester. Good to see a bit of blue. Watching on TNT Sports here, nice and legal. Nice legal watch-along today here on Typical City, which is good. But the graphics, TNT Sport, has anyone else noticed how shit TNT Sports are at? Like, there's always so many glitches going on. The game like bugs out, doesn't it, completely? With like glitch problems and just like goes all fuzzy for a little bit. It's shit. Like, they need to like unplug it and plug it back in, don't they? Big time. Malachi, good to see you. Kieran as well. Manchester City for life. Yo, good to see you. Douglas, mate, I am in quite despair. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that. Bearded Monster as well. Good to see you. Thank you, D Harsher, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's get cracking. Let's get cracking. D as well with the super chat. Johnny in chat, predictions. Come on, City. I didn't actually give it, did I? I didn't give you my predictions. I'm going to go. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go. No. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 2-1 City. I'm going to go 2-1 City. That's my prediction. Look, Jean-Philippe Mateta's got his little... I don't know what to call it. What do you call that? It's obviously to protect him, but it's a strange one, isn't it? It's a strange one. I wouldn't want to be marking him today. I'd be looking at him like Jimmy Bullard looked at Duncan Ferguson. Who remembers that? Like looking at that when Duncan Ferguson was going mental. Such a funny clip that was. Jimmy Bullard was funny, man. If I was a footballer, a professional footballer, that Paul Gascoigne is and Jimmy Bullard, you know, daft. Be funny on the pitch. Like, just have a laugh. I would definitely behave like Jimmy Bullard, 100%. I'm always doing stupid shit and like being like ridiculous when I play football and like just like definitely the personality to have. There is none of that nowadays, is there? I mean, there is so much at stake in fairness to the players, like monetary wise for the club and stuff. I mean, if you're paying Jimmy Bullard, like what was he probably on about 50 grand a week? Maybe not even that. Probably more like 25 grand a week, something like that. Jimmy Bullard had probably been on back in those days. If you're the owner of Fulham and you're paying someone 25 grand a week and he's jumping over like a ruckus of players and he just like just jumps over people, You'd be like, what the fuck am I paying this guy for? But then he rocks up to the Etihad and bangs in some penalties and free kicks, doesn't he? And beats us with Roy Hodgson. So that's probably why you're paying him. He was a quality set-piece taker, wasn't he? Right. TNT have gone with a front two of Marmoush and McAtee. I prefer that. Their system is better than the one I've gone with, to be honest. It's kind of similar to what I've gone with, actually. I just want to see De Bruyne. If he's going to be central, he needs to be deep. And for me, Marmoush needs to be getting inside with McAtee and getting inside to the middle and getting in the penalty area. We've got to get some goals, man. How close did we get to Onana in the Manchester derby? We're nowhere near him. We didn't create anything. Nothing was created in that game. And we're going up against a side that's going to have a similar sort of system with wing-backs and three at the back. So obviously, this is a system that Pep sees being fruitful against three at the back, if you want to call it three at the back, or five at the back, whichever way you want to look at it, depending on where the wing-backs are at that point. Yeah. Interesting from Pepperino, the Pepster. Pepperoni. Look at that guy. Loving that little bobble hat. Still got a tag on it. Popping tags at the Etihad. Church. Singing 6-0, mate. Yeah, it doesn't look like we've got a striker on, really. I mean, with Marmoush is on the pitch. We haven't replaced Mahrez. No, probably not. Probably not. In terms of like-for-like player we have, where's the clock gone? There it is. Let me sort that out first of all. Right, clock is there. So yeah, the stats before the game as well. People got annoyed with me for my preview, by the way. Like, Jonny, why are you being so negative? Like, reading out stats. Just providing you information, unfortunately, that Crystal Palace have lost 2 out of the last 17 matches. City have kept 4 clean sheets in 15 games at the Etihad this season. What, do you want me to lie and pretend and come up with some fake stats to make you feel better so you can sleep at night? Sorry. Those are the facts. City have not been playing well and Crystal Palace... It was more about giving Palace credit than being negative to City. I mean, I think there's enough negativity around the club right now, as if I'm going to be the carrier of that torch, Mr. Negative. I'm not that guy. No way am I that guy at all. But City are about to kick the game off with Gundo kicking us off. 100%, Hannah. We're taking a knee. Do we always take a knee? I'm not sure we always do. Is it every game? Because I swear like we don't always take a knee. And we're off. Gundo kicks us underway. Big up, Hannah. You're absolutely right. 100%. It's a trait you have to learn on YouTube. You have to learn to have thick skin. Because you're not going to please everybody, are you? You're definitely going to piss some people off. And I've been doing that lately. I've been doing plenty of that lately. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Unsubscribe. That's what you're going to threaten me with. I'm going to unfollow you. I am going to unfollow you. Don't know why. Oh, lovely. Here we go. De Bruyne. Go on, send him. McAtee down the line. Ball whipped into the back post. There's an overload. Oh, if he gets the cross right. In fact, it's really bad that he doesn't get the cross right, McAtee, to be honest. They were queuing up at the back post there. O'Reilly, Marmoush, and I think maybe Gundogan. It was the other player. Queuing up at the back post. Look, it's very, very simple little pass from Rico Lewis. Split Crystal Palace wide open. Kovacic and De Bruyne start coming forward, with De Bruyne being the one carrying it. I was thinking lay it inside to Kovacic because he looked like the better option, but he went on the outside to McAtee. McAtee's first time cross over everybody. So, I mean, we've had a go at Doku and Savinho for doing that sort of thing all season. And McAtee's on the pitch today hoping for a level of creativity, or at least a level of crossing accuracy that can start creating some chances. First one of the game, not so good from McAtee. But yeah, plenty of time to sort it out, plenty of time. Yeah, it was all right. We're looking all right. We're looking quite confident, actually, aren't we? I must admit, there's been some nice little movement. Body language. You know, I'm hardly a body language expert, but I'm getting a good reading off them. Good ball out here to Rico Lewis. Yeah, 100%, Hannah. Gently was over it. The dots speak volumes. I'll get onto that, Travis, because there's a little one to it. Oh, taking it off the tiptoes of Gundogan. Marmoush. Oh, Marmoush was offside, but it was actually, it wouldn't have come to anything anyway because of the offside. But yeah, little bits of positivity from this City side. I just cracked my thumb. I just bent it backwards more than it should do. That really fucking hurt, man. Oh, man. Just went, oh, and I can click as well. Do you hear that? My fingers are fine, but when my thumb does it, not nice. I just made people wince. I know some people hate it. Some people go, ugh. I'm double jointed. Do you know what I mean? Can you do this? Look at that finger there. Look at that. So it goes straight and then just bend it on a like an almost 45-degree angle. Look at that. It's disgusting, isn't it? And my arm goes like backwards, so that's straight. Nice straight arm, but I can actually bend it the other way, like... Double jointed, mate. I used to be able to get my legs behind my head. I won't be doing that. Ball into Mateta! And it's past the post. Thank God that didn't go in. Because that would have been clipped up. That would have been terrible. I get my legs behind my head. Go! Oh, fucking bollocks, man. Clara can do that. My head went places there, Clara, I must admit. Nice one, Gent. Little opportunity there. Little opportunity for Palace. But Edison dangling the carrot. Not out of his shorts, like just teasing them with a ball. Nico Gonzalez with a lovely positive drive there, but Edison back then it was really wanting to see what Palace were going to do, and there was absolutely no press from Mateta. A real showdown between Mateta and Edison there, and Mateta did not bite. And Mateta's getting back on Kovacic, but he's broke free here, Kovacic. We're breaking the lines reasonably well here. Ball across, and it's a vital bit of defending from Lerma at the back post. Mateta's at the edge of their own area, clearing his lines. That was a good ball in that. Really good defensive header that from Jefferson Lerma, I think it was. Travis, in answer to your question, but whether it being 4-4-2, it looks... No, I'm not sure what it looks like. But ball over the top here. McAtee's free as a bird. James. Just. What a woeful finish from James McAtee. I'm not sure what that was there from James McAtee. He would have been onside as well. And it looks like it was LaCroix just chilling at the back post there, playing him onside. And McAtee onto his left foot. The ball sits up nicely and you're thinking, go with your laces. And it's on the volley. He's just like with space. Through on goal. Bit of an angle. Here we go. Another opportunity. We've got to get a goal here early. Come on, City, because we can calm things down. Marmoush, go down. Oh, he could have gone down there. He could have gone down. Back to the McAtee chance, first of all. Why is he going with his side foot? There. He should be going with his laces there. And it was Richards. Got nutmegged by McAtee. By Marmoush. And then, no, he shouldn't have gone down, to be fair. He was hoping for a touch, and there was no touch from Richards, it would have been. There's Howard Webb. Yeah. McAtee. I think he was thinking maybe the keeper's come out. I think he got caught in two minds, potentially, with a side foot effort. Thinking maybe the keeper's going to come out, I could just lob it over him, but no, he didn't come out. Henderson stayed on his line. He's got to go with his laces and drill that. Should have been 1-0. At least a bit more of a venomous effort than that. Frustrating. Oh, fucking hell, I just looked away for a split second and Edison was for some reason on the floor and Eze nearly took the ball off him. Camera zooms into Edison's face, which is usually the cameraman accusing you of a big error. The cameraman is the most judgmental man in the stadium, isn't he? He knows what he's doing, the cameraman. Zoom right into your nostrils, mate, for making a mistake. Big up to Sub 2. Thank you very much, mate. You're a legend, dude. So are you, mate. Your name is very, very helpful. Free marketing for me, so massively appreciate that. You're a legend. Big up, mate. Thank you very much. But yeah. I haven't seen what actually happened there with that Ederson situation. Would be a good one to see. But I'm frustrated we're not getting a lead in this game already, you know, because there's been real positive play from City, but Palace haven't settled at all, and they've got an opportunity to do that now with Eze's coming forward. Kovacic is breathing down his neck. Does well to slow him down. He's nibbling at his heels as well. It has toys, if that's how you pronounce it. It has been a bit chaotic, and it's about to get more chaotic. Ball across. It's 1-0 Palace. I can't believe it, man. I'm so sick of this shit. Chance after chance for City. Well, good chances for City. James McAtee should have made it 1-0. Simple ball down the left. Well, our left. Crossed in. Simple. Back post. 1-0 Palace. It's shit. It's absolute shit. Honestly, lads, we got off to such a good start. Nico O'Reilly's been very narrow there. He's aware of the situation, but he comes across and he's played onside there by what looks to be Ruben Diaz. Ball across, he's onside. Eze, free as a bird. The defending is just a joke, man. It's so bad. It's just the tumbling of dominoes all over that back line. A back line that actually played very well against United, I thought. We kept the clean sheet and I thought we did really well. But I think Nico O'Reilly was dragged over. He was trying to stay narrow. They're trying to play an offside. Pep Guardiola's got his hand in the air trying to claim offside. Obviously, if you're playing an offside trap, then you've got to get it right. If you're going to play offside traps, you can't have... And do you know what's alarming more than anything? The most experienced defender of them all is Ruben Diaz, and he's the one who plays them onside. Fuck's sake. Unreal, man. 1-0 Palace. There's plenty of time to go. It's 1-0. Just the defending at the back then was just like so easy. The high line was... Okay, fine, you're going to do it. You've got to get it right. You've got to get it right. We're going to go to shit now, and we are. Look, we're visibly, like the body language, the little touches, that little moment there. Nico O'Reilly heading it backwards, not getting anything on it. James McAtee poking it backwards. And I'm sorry, but as much as the defence is to blame for that isolated moment, you've got to go back to that James McAtee opportunity and think, like, you've got to be drilling that, mate. That should be 1-0. It should be 1-0. And not only that, moments before that he was in and he crossed the ball over everybody. So as much as it's like, we've seen mistakes and a lot of people are saying the old guard are the problem. You know, playing too many old heads, too many over 30s in this side. Well, he's got what? 1, 2, 3 academy graduates playing today. And so far, all 3 of them I've had a little contribution. I think Rico Lewis is probably the least culpable. I thought Nico O'Reilly didn't get over quick enough. I think that then left too big a gap between him and Vardiol. I think McAtee's obviously not had a good start with a cross and a shot that was definitely forgettable. I would like to forget how bad they were. Rico Lewis hasn't really done anything wrong, but you know, he's part of that back line and he was nowhere to be seen when Eze's tapping the ball into the back of the net. So, you know, play the kids, play the old guys, whatever you do. Doesn't seem to work at the minute. Killing me, man. Killing me. 100% MS RT, 100%. Am I watching a replay? Am I watching a replay? No. Fucking hell. It was like, I just look away for a second and Palace are in again down that right side with Sarr coming down the right side. Nico O'Reilly's getting done here. And there is no coming forward or anything like that. It is a back 4 for me that... Honestly. Blaming Pep tactically. To play the offside trap and get it wrong is a little bit of both. You've got to look at the fact that we've played offside traps many, many times in previous seasons. De Bruyne with the touch of a... What is that? The touch of... I don't know. I just... Shit. It's just... Sorry, De Bruyne, mate. I didn't want him playing in this game. I just didn't think he was cut up to it. There we go. Come on, Kevin. You've got the ball now. Drive forward. Drive. Drive. Keep it. Don't give it away. Here you go. Marmoush. In on goal. There you go, Marmoush. Finish the game. De Bruyne rebound. Off the line. Fucking hell. Marmoush, you got to finish that. De Bruyne. Very good. Very good from Kevin De Bruyne. Took his time. Took his time. Got the pass to Marmoush. Patience prevailed for Kevin De Bruyne there as he got the ball into Marmoush. Just waited, then got it right into his path, took it with him. They want a shirt pull on Marmoush. They're looking for a penalty as Richards just grabbed the arm of Marmoush right as he's pulling the shot. I'm not sure he's going to get it though because he was actually able to pull the trigger. He was able to get his shot away, but for me, that completely changed what he was able to do with the shot. So I would be arguing about this. They're saying play on though. I'm not surprised in all honesty. Saying it's not enough. Not enough. Corner ball anyway. And it broke to Kevin De Bruyne as well, and then it was cleared, well, not quite off the line, but blocking an empty net was who was it? I can't remember now. And then the corner straight into Henderson's hands. It was Richards, wasn't it? He was pulling on Marmoush there. He's just like, he does well, actually. It's clever. It's clever because he doesn't hold him long enough. It's clever defending, and you won't like it if you're a City fan, but it's clever because he just, the little slaps. He just continuously grabs his arm and pulls him back like a little second here, a little there. If you grab him and hold him, that's when the player feels it and they go down, and it looks terrible on a replay when you see that. When you see that, but he just grabs it and he just keeps letting go. And it's smart, to be honest. It's how you should defend, in all honesty. Clever. You know, because it doesn't look bad on a replay. It looks like a little... Not enough. Not enough is the words I heard on commentary just then. It's fucking frustrating, man. Because you know full well that's the reason he had that shot like that. That technique would have been different by Marmoush had he not had the right side of his body turned like that with a little grab right at the last second. Frustrating, man. Really frustrating. Do you think it was a penalty? Let me know in the chat. Do you think that was a penalty? Ozza says it's going to be 2-2 today. Referee didn't know what he was doing there. Kovacic refereeing the game for him by just stopping and doing that at the ref, which so often gets you a free kick. No pen, says Kaushik. I can't remember, Maverick. Can't remember. There you go. Little 1-2. Nico O'Reilly to the byline. Dinks it. And it's McAtee at the back post and it's cleared. Adam Wharton brings it down nonchalantly and sends Eberechi away down the left side. But Rico Lewis is over there to at least slow him down, you'd think. Back to Adam Wharton, who plays it back to Jefferson Lerma. Palace are still in their own area here, but it's frustrating because one thing I would say, compared to the derby, is going forward, City have looked a hell of a lot better. A hell of a lot better. But one thing we got right in the Manchester derby for me was our defensive solidity. I thought we were nice and compact and we were pretty solid. Everything United threw at us, we dealt with pretty well. And it only resulted in one moment from Edison where I thought that's a genuine opportunity and he saved it. Other than that, it was Diaz and Vardiol clearing everything, dealing with everything. This game, the defence has gone to shit and we're creating chances. Can we get it right, please? At both ends of the pitch. Fuck, man. You nearly made me... I just ejected out of my chair with frustration. I wish I had an eject button. Like Thunderbirds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. City are shit, are go. Come on, City! Fuck's sake, man. All the ball again. Possession. Oh, it's given away. Why do I speak? Why do I say these things? We're in trouble here. Big trouble. Oh, and it's a vital bit of defending from Vardiol, who was the original culprit for giving it away, to be honest. Last man tackle there from Vardiol was so important because they were in. And Palace are they're waiting. They've done what United should have done. You know, they're sitting back. They're trying to hold on to just not being that defensive, to be honest, but they're just waiting to pounce. And City will give you the opportunities to pounce on us because we will hand you the ball at some point. Just wait. There'll be a completely random moment where we'll just give you the ball in a really dangerous situation. And it's going to happen. Man on, Rico. That's a free kick. That's a free kick, is it not? Fucking hell, man. I don't know what... Yeah, I presume it's a free kick. Tyrick Mitchell just went right through the back of Rico Lewis. Sent him into the corner flag. Just pushed him over, yeah. Stonewall free kick. It's basically by the corner flag. Kevin De Bruyne, no excuses for this landing in the hands of the goalkeeper, though, because you're, about 5 yards down the pitch away from the corner flag here. So there's no reason for this to be going near the keeper. It's going to be an out-swinging free kick from Kevin De Bruyne. So get up, meet the ball, use the pace of the ball, bang, 1-1. Let's do this. Please, man. There's no reason for this to be not a decent opportunity here. Ball whipped in, over everybody, cleared. Marmoush ball in, cleared. It's going to be one of them, innit? Ball in, cleared. Ball in, cleared. Fucking do one, man. Come on, City. Just read. It's very true. It's very true. It's in a lovely shade of brown. It's a lovely, lovely shade of brown. They're still so much worse than we are, but we made them look decent, didn't we? We made them think they're actually all right. De Bruyne this time, another ball in is cleared. It was on the floor this time, away by Lacroix, but controlled by Jefferson Lerma really well there in the left-back position, but City have got a throw in here. Could be at the minute. Oh, we fucking beat them, didn't we, early on in the season? Scored 8 past them, didn't we? Can't remember. Free kick to Palace. Opportunity to break. Kovacic is frustrated. I think everyone's frustrated because as much as we're like killing ourselves with these moments of stupidity at the back, as we have done all season, there is definitely a creative threat from this City side. We look like we've got a goal in us today, which is something I just could not say in the Manchester derby. Nico O'Reilly just ball watching. As the ball comes over, you've got to deal with that there, Nico O'Reilly. He comes over the top, he lets it bounce, and then lets it bounce again. He's got to be clearing his lines, but in steps Ismaila Sarr, and then O'Reilly pokes it out because he has to, and give away a corner. Frustration from Haaland there, shaking his head. Good to see Haaland, who's out. I love seeing players there at the ground. You're injured. Doesn't mean you can't support us. Get in the stands and watch it. Watch the game. Do you know what I mean? Adam Wharton, ball in. Why whenever I say ball in for City is the next word I say fucking cleared? Every single ball in for Manchester City. Ball in, cleared. Ball in, cleared. Ball in, cleared. Palace, ball in, fucking goal. Fuck off, man. How easy is it? How easy is it? One corner. Like, we are just like... I think people are starting to see sense in my preview now, at least. You know what I mean? Fuck me. And it's the big American Richards who bags himself Palace's second goal. The man who arguably could have been sent off. Could have given a penalty away. I think there will be some City fans crying out for that. I guarantee you there will be. I'm not convinced it was a penalty. I think there is an argument for it to be one, but I'm not convinced. The fact that he is the man who's now gone up the other end of the pitch and scored to make it 2-0 Palace Makes it even harder, doesn't it? It really does. It makes it hard, man. That's what she said. Can we just end the season, please? Just like, I'm so worried about Europa League. We can't play Europa League football next year because we're not winning the league if we play Europa League football next year. No one does win the league. Not even win Europa League. Or maybe we could be that team that does it. Who knows? Yes, maybe we could be that team trying to be a glass half full type of guy. Yeah, maybe. There's zero history of evidence to prove that. And I think the same people will say, well, there's zero history of anyone winning 4 in a row. So, yeah, there's that as well. And there will always be that argument that this side have achieved the unachievable. So, yes, handball! And it's not even a fucking penalty, by the way. That was an excessive amount of shouting from me for what would have been a free kick way outside. Why is De Bruyne taking so long? Shot! Off the post! Marmouche! Rebound has gone wide! I need to sit cross-legged and meditate. I really do. The fact that De Bruyne's second shot was offside, hit the post, sorry, is frustrating because there was an opportunity before that where he should have been laying in McAtee. Zero faith from De Bruyne. He saw McAtee and was like, I'm not giving you the ball. I don't trust you to finish this. But then he took his time, De Bruyne, and got the ball nicked off him. He managed to actually keep the ball, get the ball back. Second time round, takes his shot quicker and smacks it off the post. And I know what this chat's going to say. The quote, one of those days, is definitely going to be on the tips of everyone's tongues. It is feeling like one of those days. It really is. Who watched that episode on City's website? The unluckiest. It seems like they're going to do multiple games of it. That Bournemouth game. There you go. Great. Oh, it was a good interception from Jefferson Lerma, but De Bruyne trying to thread a ball through to McAtee there, and it was on as well. If he could just got a bit of air on it, it'd have probably gone over his stretched leg. But every time we lose the ball, man, we're in big trouble. Sarr coming down. He's got Munoz on the overlap. O'Reilly's got to open up his legs and sprint, and he does just that. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Don't foul. Lovely. Really cool. Composed by O'Reilly. Does well to slow down Munoz. Looked like he might lose the ball here. Gonzalez with a pass that was a bit slow then, but Ederson gets it. A bit of a sharp intake of breath there. That handball from Adam Wharton before. I don't know why I got so excited about it. That's just because I'm worried the referee hadn't seen it. So I was like making sure, just in case, he could hear me from this room that I am in right now. He was about 40 yards out. It sounded like I was shouting for a penalty, didn't it? But he was like good 40, 50 yards away from goal. And it was the most stonewall handball ever. But I felt the need. The need for speed. Come on, City. 25 minutes gone. Lots and lots of camera work focusing on Pep's face at the minute. Adam Wharton, good bit of play there. Sent Kevin De Bruyne for a hot dog and sprays one out to Munoz, who sends one down the line. Cross coming in a minute to the bar. It's going to be 3. Over the bar. Fucking hell. It could have been 3-0. We're not even half an hour in. We're nearly 3-0 down to Palace. What is happening? It's getting embarrassing, man. It's so frustrating to watch because we've created chances as well. This could easily be 2-0 City. And that's not me trying to put a positive spin on it. That's just the facts. We have had chances. We've smashed the post. Marmouche was through on goal. McAtee should have taken his chance. It should at least be 1 goal to City. It has to be. We have to take our chances. But no, we're fucking around with it in the midfield and giving it away. And every time they come forward, potency, goals, finishing, just assertiveness, and they're doing it again. Ball in, it's got to be Edison's that. Thank God for that. You're stiffening up, are you? You're stiffening up. Go on, McAtee, you can nick that. Andrew says midfield's non-existent. There does seem to be a gap, doesn't there? Like, it doesn't feel like there is a midfield there. I think when we get the ball into De Bruyne, and arguably Gundogan is part of that midfield, and he's been... Well, no, I think I'm clutching at straws to say he's been positive. I don't think he has. I think Kovacic has just not really seen much of him either. Struggled really to have any impact defensively or offensively. But it does seem to be, when we get the ball forward, we're like, we could do something here. But then when we lose the ball, it's terrifying. Like this, O'Reilly, just the touch of a wardrobe, and Palace are in again, coming down the right side. They're going to switch it. Why is Ruben Diaz not seeing the danger of Eberechi Eze, who just makes it 3-0? 3-0. Offside. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. I'm not sure how offside was he here. Nico O'Reilly back there, just giving it away. Eberechi Eze gets forward. Is he offside? That's close. He looks it just. But Ruben Diaz, how's he not recognising that that ball's going to come across him? If he's played the offside trap and it's offside, fine, you've got it right. Because you didn't get it right for 1-0 Palace, and you might have got that one right. But the danger has all come from Nico O'Reilly with a heavy touch of a fucking wardrobe. And we're going to see the semi-automated offsides as well, aren't we? So this should be dealt with in seconds. It should be. Because, of course, this is the debut for semi-automated offsides. And we're playing football. And it still says 2 to Palace. City fans, round of applause there for one of our own. Justin Chap and Al Chap. Good to see the City family still respecting the, each other, as it always should be, within every football club. Always been good like that, the City fans. Ball over the top for O'Reilly to do nothing with, because he can't, because it's straight into the hands of Henderson. Fucking hell, man. I'm surprised he went with him, Justin, I must admit. I'm not a big fan of McAtee. And it's not because of how he's played today. I just think people get overexcited about the smallest little things, man. The guy did a little step over against Leicester, and apparently he should be fucking England captain now. Like, fucking hell. Chill out, mate. He did one good fucking bit of dribbling against Leicester. And yeah, it was great. Lovely bit of skill. Well, I have not seen anywhere near enough from James McAtee in big games at all. When he's come on in games as well. Even as a substitute, he's been anonymous. It's all good and well scoring goals against Salford, mate. Yeah. We need... He's not at our level. I've never thought he is, and I'm sorry, I just don't think he is. I've not seen enough from James McAtee to really think he is good enough for this City side. And this is, my opinion, has only been further confirmed in this first 30 minutes of the match. But hopefully he can do something in this game, because he needs to deliver. He really does. And he's had opportunity. That's a fucking yellow card, mate. Yellow card it is. I know. You're absolutely right. And I think there's good reason for it as well. I think Pep sees what he sees in training. I just don't think he's good enough. I think he's Premier League quality. He would get in. Well, he'd get close to the. Would he get in Palace's side? Would he get in Palace's side? And if so, ahead of who? Eberechi Eze? No. Sarr? No. So they're the only two positions he could play in this system. You're dropping him deep? No, he can't do that. Would he get in the Palace side? No, he wouldn't. So why the fuck should he be in our side? Come on. Fucking hell, man. Come on, City. Free kick. I'm so frustrated. Worst birthday ever. This is uncomfortable as well. I'm strangling myself. De Bruyne standing over it. Come on, Kevin. Eberechi Eze's offered himself as the draft excluder. It's very central, this, so it's very savable. McAtee's standing over it. He might have a pop, but it's going to be De Bruyne. Yes! 2-1! Let's go! Come on, City! Come on, Kevin De Bruyne! Bit of magic from the man who's leaving. Come on, Kevin! Back in the game. That was so important, man. So important. Oh, he's absolutely sent Henderson for a hot dog. He's gone for the near post there. Love that from De Bruyne. Absolutely. Oh, he's broken the ankles of Henderson. Thinking, oh, you went that way. You went early, Henderson, and he's sat him down. Well, he's not sat him down, but he's broke his ankles, mate. Twisted, and he couldn't do anything about it as it clips off the other post, and Kevin De Bruyne makes it 2-1. And I'm sorry, we deserve a goal. We deserve a goal in this game, but Jesus, do we deserve 2 goals against us as well for some of the stupid things we've done at the back today. Honestly, lads, we're back in the game. Opportunity to sort this out now. Come on. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. I haven't asked you that. I never do I? I always forget to ask. Make sure you're hitting that like button, please. I'm terrible for it. I've not asked you once in the video, and we are, what? How long has this stream been going on for now? I don't know. I have no idea. We're in again here. We can make it 2-2. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, shot's been blocked. Oh, it's nearly 2-2. Ball in. McAtee's missed a sitter. A header from 6 yards out. McAtee. Wide. I'm not making it up, people. This is what I'm seeing. There's everyone crying out for McAtee to start. It's just, how's he missed the target? Oh, sorry. He's just not good enough. It's my sister's birthday today as well. It's weird that. We have the same birthday. And we are not twins. We're 14 years apart. We nearly made it 2-2 within minutes of making it 2-1, and we're coming forward again here. De Bruyne, not De Bruyne, Gundogan, sorry, into Nico O'Reilly. Gonzalez. Kovacic. Out to O'Reilly. Vardial. That decision for offside. Oh, you go, McAtee, another opportunity. Onto his left foot. Can't get the crossing, but here is back post. De Bruyne lays it. And Gundogan. And it's Marmoush. Yes! 2-2! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Marmoush! Come on, City! Let's fucking go! Pep's lifting the crowd. Let's fucking have it now. Come on! We're back in the game. Yes! Yes! Fuck the Europa League! Come on, City! Oh. Hey, McAtee. Good cross. Oh, please be onside. He's onside, isn't he? Gundogan with a weird technique. One that was really difficult to do anything with. Because it was like hip height. As Gundogan tried... Sorry, De Bruyne nodded it back to Gundogan, and it was like here, and he tried to like volley it. And he just couldn't wrap his leg around it, but he got a little touch on it, and then it bounces up in the air to Marmoush, who just swoops in and just drills it. Bottom corner, 2-2. Buzzing. Right, nothing stupid now, come on. Sorry, people, just messaging someone who's very rude of me. Very rude. Still, we could turn this game around in the space of the first half here. Imagine if we'd go in at half-time winning. That would be mad. Absolute madness. Gonzalez. Little 1-2 with Martin. Oh, it's a bit ropey, but that Palace are here for the taking, man. They're nothing at the back. The way they've been playing, they've been very leaky. Very open, and chances have been not, I wouldn't say free-flowing, but, you know, we're not far short of creating a reasonable amount of good chances here for City. And we've got 2 goals that I think we deserve. It's just the other 2. The Palace 2 that is like, how are we allowing the simplicity of their goals is what kills me more than anything. Kovacic. De Bruyne. Hey, I love De Bruyne's celebration, man. That looked like it meant a lot to him, that did. He's a hard person to read, De Bruyne. He's very void of emotion, isn't he? He doesn't often show much emotion, does he? Oh, lovely ball into McAtee. Come on! Oh, and it's a good bit of defending, in fairness to Palace there. Rico Lewis brings down the attempted clearance, just flicks it into Tyrick Mitchell. I can almost guarantee you will have heard some City fans in the ground going, handball! Guarantee you. But it was straight into his chest. Oh, shit, yeah. Update the score. 2-2. 2-2. Big up, Mullet Daddy. How are you doing, mate? It's 2-2. Desmond Douglas. We've got a Douglas in the chat. Have we got a Desmond? We've got a Douglas. I know we've got a Douglas in the chat, but have we got a Desmond? Because if we have, you are the scoreline. Oh, Marmouche had the ball taken off him. Then Kovacic was magged into Mateta. Sounded like I was struggling to speak then, didn't I? Mateta. I'll say it how I always say it. Jean-Philippe Mateta. Just too much. Too much, that was. Far too much. Oh, stupidness. Nico Gonzalez had his eye poked by by Mateta. He's had his lip whacked. Ball over the top here. What's going on? Edison looks chill. I thought there was a little bit of a long-range, Leighton Orient-esque effort. Can anyone remember the name? First one to name the guy who scored that goal for Leighton Orient from the halfway line. This is what I'm saying. I find it interesting how much they... that goal was like spoken about so much, wasn't it? Well, he didn't actually get the goal, did he? Because it was an own goal. It wasn't actually his goal, but I bet you're all rushing to Google. But I bet no one can remember his name. I can't remember his name either. I'm not acting like I can do it either. But there was a whole, like, he was on Talk Sport, he was on the radio, and everyone, he was like, it was a little 5 minutes of fame for him, wasn't it? Like, the guy became like a hero for a bit. Tyler, that was it. Ball over the top for O'Reilly. He's down to the byline, trying to keep it in. Does just about, does he? Hey, lovely little bit of skill there. Beats Munoz, gets it into Marmouche. And Marmouche sends Gundogan away. Good to see Marmouche on the scoreline as well, by the way, because he's quietly popping up with some important goals. De Bruyne thought about whipping that ball to Marmouche at the back post. Thought against it. Keeps possession. Good play this from City. De Bruyne forced it. He forced it. You could see what he was trying, but got it wrong. Let's be honest. Got it wrong. I would like to see Núñez, to be honest. I actually think Rico Lewis hasn't done that much wrong, in all honesty. But, was it Jamie Donnelly? That rings more of a bell. That rings more of a bell. Big up, Circus Dog. How you doing? How am I forward in time? I'm not. This is what I'm saying. When it's televised in the UK, I will be as close to the live action as you could get without being at the stadium itself. When I'm streaming it, because it's not televised in the UK, and I do it perfectly legal, by the way, perfectly legal, when I do that, I'm always going to be about 20 seconds behind, which is frustrating. But you guys have been mint. Like, you've always been really cool about spoilers and stuff. None of you have spoiled it for me, because I know a lot of you in those moments will be ahead of me, and you don't spoil it for me. And I mean, there will be definitely people who try to, but Anyway, Ruben Diaz. Crap. Ball. Intercepted. Not having a good game so far, Diaz, actually. Been a bit sloppy at the back. Got away with that Eberechi Eze one, didn't we? Because what a different game this would have been. I mean, they just showed the semi-automated graphic of the offside decision for Eze's, what would have been Palace's third goal. And 3-0 down we would have gone. De Bruyne gives away a free kick there, but it was good. I'm actually pleased that De Bruyne did that because it was just a case of getting back and preventing them from coming forward with it because we know the danger. We know the danger from Palace is going to be down the outsides with Sarr or Eze. But yeah, 3-0. Well, imagine if that had gone in and counted. That would have been bad. But here we are. 2-2. Funny old game. Funny old game. Yeah, don't spam, mate. That's why you got put in a time. It wasn't me, but that's what the... It was Mullet. He's held his hands up. Officer Mullet. Big up, Big M. Happy birthday, Jonny. Hopefully City can gift you a win. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. I know, it's exciting, mate, isn't it? It's actually a good game of football. Compared to that derby, Jesus. What a contrast of excitement this has been. You're asking for a lot, banter. But he's on one. He nearly got himself an assist as well, but it actually will be down as a Gundogan assist. Because it came off him last. Marmoush has got to get back here. He has slowed down Ismaili Sarr, at least. See, look how... There you go. You're in. Gundogan's... Oh, Gundo, mate. The ball's there to be won. We've got it, though. We've got it back. Marmoush trying a bit overly zealous nutmeg. He's way too far away from the defender he's trying to beat there to try that nutmeg. I love Gonzalez, mate. The way he wins... He's got big, long legs for me. He's got a big stretch... legs that can like win things like aggressively with his tackles. I like it. It's how you should play. Look at, he's there again. Done it. Well done. We've got the ball back. Well done, Nico Gonzalez. Hey mate, how's it going? I think it's probably the right decision. I think it's easier to say that now it's 2-2. But I think there's definitely a shout. I can guarantee there will be City fans that think it's a penalty, and I'd like to hear why they think it's a penalty because there is a pull. It's just the fact that Marmoush gets his shot off. If he just fell and didn't try to pull the trigger and have a shot, if he just dropped rather than shooting, he would have definitely got the penalty. Definitely. It's because he got his shot away, and referees tend not to pull it back. Who remembers the penalty at the Emirates with... Was it Nketiah or was it Saka? Saka was the goal scorer, but was it Ederson who came out? But they got a shot away. They got a shot away, or was it Nketiah? And then the penalty, they went back and gave the penalty, even though they got a shot away. That's what I mean about the consistency. It's not consistent enough. Because I've always thought that if they get a shot away and then a tackle comes in, then it's rarely given, especially if it hits the target, it's rarely given as a penalty. Here you go, De Bruyne, you're in! Oh, he smashed it over the bar! Proper opportunity to be 3-2 up. Right on half-time it would have been as well. What a first half this could have been. Certainly from a neutral point of view, but neither Crystal Palace player, I think that's Lacroix, who just thought about sticking a foot out, and Kamada as well. And then neither of them did. De Bruyne just casually, nonchalantly walks into the penalty area and just smashes it over the bar. Over the bar. Oh no, Palace are in. There you go, Nico Gonzalez. Lovely turn by Kovacic. Great feet, that. Great feet. Keep the ball, keep the ball, keep the ball. Oh. He has kept the ball into Vardiol. Nico O'Reilly. Good play between Kovacic and Gonzalez, that was. Marmouche is in. An acceleration there. Good burst there. It's Lacroix who's tried to slow him down, and he has done that. De Bruyne, man on. Good tackle by Nico Gonzalez again. Keeps City on the attack. That's what I'm talking about. Counter press. Win the ball back early because Palace could have broke then. 53. No, I am 37. I hate that. It's been one of the most age-awakening birthdays ever, because 36 is like, yeah, you're in, ball in, and it's gone out for a goal kick, and that will be half-time. Uno momento. And Pep Guardiola is absolutely making sure everyone knows that he was happy with that intention there. And there goes the half-time whistle. Yeah, 37, because you're in mid-30s, aren't you, when you're 36? You can still say mid-30s. But 37 is like late 30s. Late 30s, getting close to 40. Dead soon. Going to be dead any minute. Any minute now. I'm definitely going to be one of those guys who has a midlife crisis, 100%. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm having it now. Maybe I'm doing it now, and I'm in the middle of it, and I've started a YouTube channel. This is my crisis. You're witnessing it right now. Big up, Circus Dog. Today's birthday is brought to you by high blood pressure. Just hope we take this momentum into the... I love how I read where you were going immediately with the sponsorship voice. Today's birthday is brought to you by high blood pressure. I felt my chest tightening up in the Manchester derby, and I am a little bit worried, actually. Just hope we take this momentum into the second half and get the win. Imagine if I died watching City. I'd be all right with that, actually. It's a good way to go. There's worse ways to go than that. Do you know what I mean? But it'd be weird doing it live, wouldn't it? Very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable for everybody. But yeah, anyway, moving on from the swift depression injected into the chat and to the stream by Circus Dog. Appreciate the super chat, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Ryan, mate, thank you very much again. You donate on my videos, mate. You do, and I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. And big up to Jeff as well. Happy birthday for the other day, Jeff. Big up, Jeff. But yeah, Ryan, mate. Thank you very much. Really kind. Thank you, mate. Big up, Ryan. Thank you, mate. Roy wants McAtee off, Savinho on. The question for Savinho would be the finishing, because I don't think his finishing's any better than McAtee's, because he cannot find the back of the net, Savinho. You know, he's been very poor in front of goal, Savinho, this season. I think he's definitely offered something to this side throughout this season. I think he's showed moments of like, yeah, you're a player, you are. You're a baller. But then there's been other moments for me that have been incredibly wasteful from Savinho. I think Doku has probably... Who's been our best, let's say, winger? Creator, let's say. Who's been our best creator this season? I mean, you obviously need to go to the stats and just look at who's got the most assists. But I'd argue then you got to bring in minutes into that. How much football have they actually played? But I felt like, let's change the word. I felt like Doku's been the most dangerous. I feel like that's changed the word from creative to dangerous. And he's caused the most chaos for the opposition, Doku. And that's one of his main traits, isn't it? For me, I always feel like anything could happen when Doku's on the pitch. I really believe that. And for me, I would like to see Doku play in this game and start creating something down that left-hand side. But I must admit that the side has been creative in this game without Savinho on the pitch, without Doku on the pitch. We have been creative. There's been plenty of chances for City fans to get you on the edge of the seats. And, you know, we've scored 2 goals. So that's the proof that we've been creative. And there should be more. We should have scored a lot more, to be honest. There should at least be 3 to our name, if you want to talk about law of averages. But, right, going for a quick pee. Might need another bottle of water here because I've been boshing the water. But don't go anywhere. Make sure you hit that like button, everybody. Please hit the like button. It massively helps. Right, what you doing, chat? What we saying? What we saying? What you saying? Proper little mank. What you saying? What you saying? I'm saying nothing. I think I missed a super duper whooper duper chat. Aju, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. We have that killer pass in our bag, but opt safe. Yeah, we have on occasions, and I think Kevin De Bruyne has almost gone a bit overly forward at times. You know, there was a couple of passes in the second half where he gave it away because he was trying to force it, if anything, rather than being too safe. But yeah, we definitely have been more creative in this game, and there's definitely been... And you know what? De Bruyne has probably been most of them. He's been sending Marmoush through. And I think that's a lot of where we went wrong in the derby. I said it at the beginning of the game. Like, why would you have De Bruyne up front on the end of passes rather than being the player that creates the pass and actually plays the pass? Why? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Marmoush wants to be on the end of things. He doesn't want to create for De Bruyne. He got it the wrong way around. That seems like quite a simple... footballing logic there. There's plenty of evidence to suggest that Marmoush, with the goals that he bagged in Bundesliga for Eintracht Frankfurt, would suggest he's the goal scorer, and the number of assists that Kevin De Bruyne has got, for me, would suggest he should be the one passing the ball to Marmoush. And we went through on goal with a lovely, well-timed ball slid in to Marmoush by De Bruyne. They're just showing the corner again. Edison's got done. Mateta with a clever bit of, well, not skill, not anything, really. Just putting his body in front of Edison. And it was just a flurry of Crystal Palace players who flooded about a 5-yard radius of space. And it was whipped right into them. Perfect. Was that Adam Wharton, by the way, who crossed that ball? Because what a delivery that was. What a corner that was. So that's what we'd be getting if we signed him. Someone who can take a fucking corner. That'd be nice. And Kevin De Bruyne knows how to take a free kick, though, doesn't he? Because he broke the ankles of Henderson, who went that way, and he went, oh, and his ankles buckled because he was sent, absolutely sent, Henderson there. Love that from Kevin De Bruyne. Then McAtee, who I've been very, very critical of in this game, and I think I have every right to be because he's been wasteful, absolutely got the cross spot on for Kevin De Bruyne this time. With a bit of a loopy cross, but still found the head of Kevin De Bruyne, which is more than he did in the first minute of the game when he crossed it over everybody. But still, De Bruyne nods it back. Gundogan with a drive. Well, missed it completely. Gundogan, he's sliced it because it was at an awkward height. And then Marmoush finished it off to make it 2-2. Yeah, what are we saying, chat? Are we wanting substitutions? Good to see you, Isa. How are you, mate? Evie wants Doku, Bob and Jack all on the bench as well, which is interesting. I think we will probably see one of them, certainly at some point. 7. 7 out of 10, I think we're missing him. In this game, are you talking about this game or are you talking about the whole season? Because the whole season, it's like, I'll answer that question at the end of the season. But in terms of this game, I think there's been crosses that have been coming into the box. You wonder if the whole system would be different if Haaland was playing, though. So it's a very difficult question to actually answer. I just don't think we'd play like this. You know, there's a lot more fluidity to our front players, McAtee and De Bruyne and Marmoush. There's a lot of interchangeable football going on there. You know, McAtee's definitely more on the right and Marmoush is more on the left. De Bruyne has dropped deep. And it's been kind of a wide front two from Marmoush and McAtee, with De Bruyne in the middle but drifting more towards McAtee's side, if any side. But there is definitely a bit more fluidity between those front three, whereas if Haaland was on the pitch, it would be a completely fixed centre-forward, occupying the mind and the thought processes of Lacroix, Richards and Jefferson Lerma, 100%. So, yeah, it's hard to answer how much we've missed him because I think the system would be different. It would be interesting to see if we were creating as many chances as we have been doing. If Haaland was on the pitch, we probably would be winning. If he was on the end of some of the chances that we've had, I think, yeah, definitely. Nice one, Tyler. Thank you, mate. She's a pretty lady. She's a pretty girl. Can you say lady now? Is that derogatory? Is that like you're not allowed to say that anymore? You're not allowed to say anything nowadays, are you? It is, Timmy. It is. Doku, says Phil. For who? McAtee? Play him on the right, or put Marmoush on the right. Doku on the left. I don't think he's going to change it, Pat. I think he's going to keep it the same. I think it's going to be the same system we see. Unks, man. What is this word that seems to be taking off? Anyone who's older than 3 months old is now known as an uncle, apparently. Someone can explain it to me, like how literally any age now is unks. I am an uncle as well, so yeah. My sister's 14 years older than me, so it's kind of inevitable. I was an uncle at 20, so I forgot to get a second bottle. Oh, I've got a second, but I think I'm going to need a third. All right, knob. Jesus. Get out, as if I wasn't depressed enough already. You know what someone told me the other day? I had no idea he was that old. Do you know how old Mark Goldbridge is? That blew my mind. I thought he was like... Yeah, I knew he was older than me, but I was surprised by how much. 46. 46. It's like the Joker. You know, in the Dark Knight, when he says, "How many people have you killed?" and he goes, 6, and he goes, 6. Yeah, 46, man. It's like 10 years older than me. That's crazy. 12. He's got many, many greys for 12. I've got greys, plenty of greys coming in. Can't really see them yet, but they'll be here soon. They'll be here soon. You can see them coming in a little bit. 37, mate. 37 today. Changed. It changed today. Well, actually, technically, 8:30 tonight, I think I was born. It was my day of birth today. Deirdre Barlow. Deirdre bloody Barlow. Do you watch Cora? I don't watch Cora. I got sick of it after my parents. My mum watches it religiously. Anyone who was wondering what the hell I'm talking about, it's a soap opera here in the UK. It's a Manchester soap opera that's probably quite well known actually worldwide, even though it's based in Manchester. But it's a Manchester soap opera here that's got some classic characters like Curly Watts, who was a City fan. Google him if you're interested in finding out about who the hell Curly Watts is. But anyway, yeah, my parents used to watch it, and every episode, I was upstairs like playing on my Xbox or my PlayStation, whichever it was at the time. And at the end of every episode, a cliffhanger would happen, and you'd just say, "Ooh!" downstairs, and I'd be like, I'd cringe my balls off with my parents going, "Ooh!" Something big had happened on Coronation Street. Fucking annoyed me. So as soon as I moved out, I was like, right, I'm not watching that shit. Jack Duckworth, I remember that name. Is he still alive? See, there's proper Cora veterans in here now. I don't know Cora that well, to be honest. Happy birthday, Unk from Zimbabwe. Players are out. I need to get the old Clockerino ready. Will Hughes coming on for Palace, which I think is an indication that I said they should go with Wharton and Will Hughes in my preview. Oliver Glasner, you have learnt a lesson. You should have subscribed and watched the typical City preview, and you would have learnt what to do. But instead, you've had to rectify the situation. Because for me, Kamada has just been a passenger in that midfield. Has anyone seen Kamada do any defensive contributions in this game from Crystal Palace? He's done nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it makes me worried that they've rectified it and they've brought on Will Hughes, who will definitely not be shy of putting in a tackle. Which is why I thought he was going to start. But now he's on at half-time. Big up Pink Kennedy, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate the super chat. Legend, mate. Right, second half's about to get underway. Nice one, Pink. And it's Eze is going to kick us off. And we're off. Second half. Anything could happen. Literally anything could happen in this game. Have they taken Kamada off? Is he still on? They've changed something here. What have they done? Is it Sarr who's come? No, he's still on. What have they done here? Wharton's on. There you go. McAtee, chase that, mate. Oh, they've been sloppy, Palace, from the get-go. 2 passes given away. And we nearly got in there with McAtee. It was a nice, clever little headed through ball there from Marmouche. Clever. Big up Zeetst from South Africa. Uncle Jonny. I don't dip daft, not anymore, but I did do from the age of 3 to 35. 35. No. Yeah, 35. Yeah, technically 35. Yeah, my birthday was at the end of that season. I turned 35, yeah, at the end of the treble season. Here you go. Nico O'Reilly. No one in the box, though. Oh, he has. De Bruyne. One more. Kovacic. Yeah! We've turned it round. 3-2. City are winning the game. Let's fucking go. Come on, City. Come on, City. Oh, we're ripping them apart. We're ripping them apart here. Let's keep going, man. Is it Jean-Philippe Mateta off? Wow. That's big. That's a big loss. They've just gone for Eze and Sarr up front. O'Reilly could be off here. O'Reilly could be off. It's a close one. Baldy's done it. He's done it. Pep has done it, unless Nico O'Reilly is offside, in which case Pep out. You see the logic? You see how it works? That's how football works. Nico O'Reilly onside, Pep in. Nico O'Reilly offside, Pep out. Fucking stupid. That's what it is. Fucking stupid. Oh, football, don't you? Just fucking everything it. Love it, I hate it, I love it, and I hate it at the same time. Oh, man. I really am. I'm off my tits, mate. You don't even know the half of it. This is like calm version of me. This is like playing on. He's not offside, so Pep in. Pep keeps his job. Congratulations, Pep. You've got your job. Nico O'Reilly was onside. You put your Pep in. Pep out. In, out, Pep all about. You do the okey-dokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Palace are in. Could be Pep out in a minute. Pep in. He's cleared it. Pep in. Kamada's coming forward. To the byline. Gundo. Calm as you like on the edge of the area. Love that. Well, into Flora. Unfortunately, there is no opinions for offside. It's offside or not. It's binary. It's definitive. It's black and white. Especially with the semi-automated. It did look close, though. I'll give you that. It looked close. It definitely looked close. Mark. Pulling your punches there, Mark. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say that anymore. I'm not sure I am. Pep gets a 10-minute contract extension. I love the fact that football can be so stupid at times, though. I really do. That's what makes it so enjoyable. It's just like, I don't know. You do need to pick your battles, don't you? You don't want to get involved in every stupid battle. I used to do that when I was like in my teens. As I was like leaving my teen years and going into my 20s. Back when it was like, what was it? Probably Facebook was most of the time. I don't even touch that anymore. I don't go anywhere near Facebook. Even though I think I've got like 12,000 followers on Facebook because I posted that ages ago and I just stopped. I don't know why. I just stopped. I just wanted to focus on YouTube, really. That's all I focus on. Anyway, separate point. But I used to argue with every fan that would say something stupid. Anything about City, I would defend the club relentlessly. So technically, even though I've been doing this as a YouTuber for what? Just over a year now. Well over a year now. Nearly approaching 2 years. At the end of the season, it will be 2 years. Fully committed. There you go. Back post. McAtee! Over the bar, mate. Over the bar. By McAtee. Not a pretty finish. Time, space, side foot, sweeps it. You've got to be hitting the target there, mate. You have to be hitting the target. But yeah, that's what I was saying, Sub 2, was like the fact that I've been arguing with people for quite some time, for a couple, probably 2 decades. I've been arguing with United fans, Liverpool fans, not many Arsenal fans, because I never really spoke to Arsenal fans, but occasionally online, things like that. So I've got plenty of experience in doing this, but, you know, you all start in different places, don't you? But I never thought I'd be doing, like, videos and stuff like that. Certainly not 10, 20 years ago. But here we are. No fake ones, please. It's not true. So give it a rest. Give over, you stupid thing. It's not won, this game. Everything feels better, doesn't it? It really does. We've got over 1,000 watching, 500 likes. I reckon we could do a bit better than that. People, do us a favour. Smash the old like button, if you don't mind, because that'd be helpful. Is it 7? 7 big chances, Zachary, already, mate. Blimey out. Big up, Isa, mate. Hit that like button. Smash it. Big up, Christine. Have you recovered, Christine? Because I remember you had a bit of, what was it, pneumonia, wasn't it? It's not, doesn't sound nice. I hope you've recovered. I had a little bit of a sniffle, but why am I even bringing it up? Get in there and make it about you, Jonny. Get in there and make it about you. You got someone suffering with pneumonia, and I'm like, oh, I had a bit of a sniffle. Oh, I had a bit of a sniffle. I'm having an argument with myself. I genuinely argue with myself all the time. Free kick, Will Hughes won the ball there, in fairness to him. Came from behind, but still, he won the ball. I'm surprised the referee's given a free kick there. He was right in front of the referee as well. McAtee. They've got a reasonably high line, Palace, haven't they? That's the. There's a free kick here. Who's that going to be? Yellow card. Who's that for? I think it's McAtee who's had his ankles clipped. Big up, mate. A hearty Cuba. I had to read that because it was all in what you squashed the words together, so I had to figure it out. A hearty Cuba. City fan from India, love the content, man. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for the super chat. Very, very kind. Massively appreciated. Big up, Douglas, mate. Thank you. William as well. Thank you very much for the super chat. Every time I think we out. How somehow pull it off. I thought you were about to do like a Godfather script there. It sounded like it was going to be every time they think I'm out, Pep pulls me back in. Is that how it goes? I think I've seen half of it. I just know there's a line in there like that. That's all I know. So yeah, what's up with Mateta? Why has he gone off? I think that's a big loss for Palace. Because he is definitely a focal point for their attack that can cause anyone problems. He's someone you can lump it up to and it sticks. When he's up there, it sticks. Ah, lovely. Well played by Rico Lewis there. It's a free kick, though. He's done well there. Lovely little dummy. Read the bounce. Knew that there was going to be a player coming into the back of him. And so, yeah, I was bragging about bringing Will Hughes on was a tactical substitution. It's clearly been forced. Unless it is tactical, unless Mateta isn't injured, it might be tactical. They've clearly just packed the midfield with another body because you've now got Adam Wharton, Will Hughes and Kamada as a midfield three to combat the midfield three of Gonzalez, Kovacic and Gundogan. Almost going like for like. Long ball over the top here. McAtee's in. Can he bring it under control? Yes, he can. McAtee's through. He can't miss an open net, can he? No, he can't. James McAtee gets the fucking goal. How many chances has he had? Fuck it. Oh, what a backflip, mate. What was that? Oh, I show speed. Eat shit, mate. McAtee, what a backflip. Came out of fucking nowhere. Edison with another assist. How many assists is this goalkeeper going to get, man? Fucking yes. 4-2. Fucking buzzing, mate. Buzzing. That backflip was pretty good. Is he onside, though? Is he onside? Semi-automated might ruin this. He took his time to put that in an empty net, you know. The defender nearly got back. He tried to control it, didn't. And it bounced. But then he just poked it through Henderson. Got it through his legs. Could have been a penalty. It could have been a penalty, but he realised that he's going to get on the end of that and he's going to put it into an empty net. And make it 4-2 depending on the offside, which I want to hear because I'm worried. There's no way that back... Checked and cleared. Checked and cleared. 4-2. Come on, City. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Douglas, mate, you predicted 5-1, and I laughed at you yesterday. I saw you in the comments. You went 5-1. I went, I know you were joking as well. You were being, I presume you were being sarcastic, because there's no way you meant that. No one predicted legitimately City would have a possibility of scoring 5 goals in this game. But Palace defensively have been very poor. But let's not try and diminish the credit that I think we deserve for scoring 4 goals today. And I think we've been deserving of those goals. Yeah, mate. You can't really not know who I Show Speed is. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you're on YouTube. I actually think he's like... I like the energy. That's what I like. I like his energy. Plus, he's appearing in like mainstream areas now. He's like above YouTube. Doesn't he appear in like... He was on... What's it called? The American Champions League show. CBS. Galazzo, I think it is, isn't it? I'm sure he was on there. Sat next to Jamie Carragher, who looked confused as fuck. Like, who the fuck is this? But anyway, yeah, he's a bundle of energy, and there's not... I mean, yeah, I think old people might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I can see why people like him. Definitely. This game reminds me why I love City so much. William, lovely thing to say. Lovely thing to say, and I agree. And I agree wholeheartedly. I agree as much as a hearty cube. That word is in my brain now. Big up hearty cube if you're watching. Just bang my ankle on the chair. De Bruyne's in. Can we get 5? Whip it across to Marmoush. Oh, and he saved it. How have we not scored? Gundogan cleared off the line. O'Reilly heads it over the bar. How has Marmoush not scored? How has Marmoush not made it 5-2? It's been saved. That's the answer to the question. Because the keeper's saved it, but he's got to be burying that Marmoush. De Bruyne, perfection cross. And Marmoush, it's just smashed right at him. Keeper knows nothing about it. Henderson just stands there, gets smashed. Oh, Marmoush, mate. And then Gundo on the rebound. Let's hope we don't come to rue that miss. Because I swear to God, if Palace get a third, with half an hour to go, this game could go crazy. It could go crazy. 5 for City would kill the game for me. I think Palace would start feeling sorry for themselves, and they can start looking at their 3rd defeat in 18 games, which is a massive achievement for this City side, and recognition that, like I said in the preview, people, by the way, in the preview, who were so rattled by the fact that I provided some stats that read negatively, but it's not me who's coming up with the stats, by the way. I'm just giving them to you. I'm highlighting you. And I felt very worried about this game, as probably most City fans did do. You got to apply context to the video, though. What I said in the video, that do not forget, this City side can beat anyone on their day. We can't forget how good we are. And we are more than capable. But there is nothing in this season, consistently, game on game. I'm talking about a flurry of 5-6 games where you can hang your hat on them and say, yeah, I trust them. You can't trust them right now. You know, the Manchester derby was a lot of people's final straws. And for some people, the straw that broke the camel's back in terms of the negative statements about Pep out. Something I mean, I don't think you're ever going to hear me say that, to be honest. I don't think that day's ever going to happen. Certainly not. I think it would be beyond next season. You know, if we have another season like this, then I would question it. Then I'd start to go, maybe. I'd start entertaining the conversation. As of at this point now, though, it's ludicrous. Ludicrous to think about getting rid of Pep Guardiola, because there's a transfer window coming. You know, who knows what he could do? I think he's going to be signing some major players. Look at this, the semi-automated offside. I do like it. I love the little graphics. And he's quite a distance onside there as well, actually. Quite a distance. And it's Edison. Again, an assist for Edison. He's mad, isn't he, Edison, man? He really is. Jason, mate. Edison is beautiful timing as well. Edison assists are beautiful. Beautiful timing and Edison assists, and we're on that. Me and you, mate, we are fucking like this right now. Late to the game, but if it's your birthday, happy birthday, brother. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you. Appreciate that, Jason. Chair's abusing me, mate. Chair's abusing me. Just kicked me in the ankle. Didn't do anything. I was sat here doing nothing. Thank you, Jason, mate. That's really kind of you to say. And for the birthday wishes, mate. Thank you. Yeah, man. We got to. I have actually. The last stream I said, I've never had 1,000 likes on a watch long. I have actually, and I didn't realise I had. I went back and looked at an old video after saying that. I had actually had more than 1,000 likes on a watch long. I think more than one as well, actually. But for some reason, it didn't feel like that last watch long. But yeah, big up. If we can get to 1,000, that'd be amazing. That'd be unbelievable. But we are way off at the minute. But yeah, smash the likes, people. Yeah, I am. Especially, well, he does rap about me, to be fair. Takes the piss. Free kick to City. Long way to go as well. That clock is not as far gone as I would have liked it to have been. There's still, including stoppage time, you're looking at half an hour of football still to be played. And we have witnessed 4 goals in one half of football already. We've just witnessed 2 goals. We went 2-0 down in the first half and got it back to 2-2. So, there's no real reason why Palace can't go 2-0 down in the second half and get it back to 2-2 to equate to 4-4, if my maths serves me well, which it very rarely does. My lad, by the way, is slowly becoming, like, not me. Like, obviously, no dad wants to force their lad to play football, and I want him to play football. But he's not enjoying it as much. Do you know what he is loving? Maths. He's loving it. He's doing Excel. I set him up with Microsoft Excel, and he was like doing his 100 times table and making this big thing. He goes to mathanasiums. There's a thing. It's a mathanasium that he goes to. He visits it. It's a monthly fee as well that we're paying him. Rather than football, he's doing maths. And he absolutely is shit hot at it as well. Like, for his age, it's like a kanji levels for his age. Do you know what I mean? Like, ask him a question, like a simple one, for a 7-year-old. And he's like, bang, bang, bang. Scarily good. Embarrassing. It's like so bad. For me, I'm shit at it. Eze's down, injured. Could do with it, with all due respect. Let's try and say this as nicely as possible. I hope he's fucked. I hope he stays injured and he doesn't play anymore. For this game anyway, because he's been a thorn in our side. He's a threat. Would you take him at City? Because I think he's stepped up a level this season. I was questioning it in summer. We were linked with him in summer, weren't we? Quite a bit, actually. And I was like, yeah, he looks all right. There's definitely potential there. He looks good. This season, for me, he's gone up a level. He looks like he could be a real talent, like really like on the up and up. Bit of a Poznan going on there from the City fans. Bit early for that. Game's not done yet. But who am I to tell the City fans not to do a Poznan? Elise, for me. Theodore. But that's the thing. Elise's gone up a level, but is that because he's gone into the Bayern Munich side where he's surrounded by world-class players? If you put Eze in the Bayern Munich side, would Eze start to look that level of quality? You know? Probably. I think it's a reasonable question because I do think both of them were they weren't a million miles apart, were they, at Palace? At all. But it feels like there is a gap there now between the two of them. But I think that's because of the side he's in. Bayern Munich. Big up Douglas, mate. Why not create a typical City birthday? What do you mean, mate? I'm confused. That it's today. This is typical City birthday, really, isn't it? Oh, like for the channel. I don't know what the day the first proper video was. Here we go. Kovacic is in. O'Reilly's coming through the middle, and he's overhit it there, Kovacic. You needed a little bit more composure there. Wait for O'Reilly. And he forced it. Kovacic puts his hands to his face because he knows that was an opportunity. I would take him. Yeah, he's a very good player. I'm just not sure PSG would let him go. De Bruyne is getting a yellow for that. Or is it not? No, it's McAtee, actually. He's not shy of a tackle, McAtee. He got a booking in the... was it the derby? I think he got booked in the derby, didn't he? Did he come... he got booked recently. He came on as a substitute and got booked. And I like that. And this is something I'm not knocking him. I like someone who throws himself about and gets stuck in like that. I don't care that he got booked. Good. Just let him know you're still up for it. You know, you're 4-2 up and you're not shy of putting in a tackle. Love it. That's good, man. I'm all about that. Edison's gone down and he's caressing his testicles. Ortega's getting ready. What's up with Edison's bollocks? And the physio is like right between his legs as well. Just stood there, kneeling on his knees like that. You're like, what's going on here then? What is going on here then? It must be like his groin or something. Big up Ryan, mate. Johnny, I was so fired up about the first half that I went to my boys' United bar to watch the second half and talk shit. McAtee skip. No idea he had that in him. The backflip, I know. The backflip was unbelievable. Like that's like I was like, oh, came out of nowhere. Just doesn't seem like the sort of thing he would do. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why that is, but it just doesn't seem like it. Oh, Edison, he just passed the ball then and went a bit funny. That was a good description, that, wasn't it? Just went a bit funny. But we could be about to see Ortega for the final 20 minutes of the game in which we are 4-2 up. But bringing on a goalkeeper or swapping the goalkeeper at any point when you don't want to be is never ideal in any game of football, because that's the player you want to stay on for the full 90, really. Once you pick them, you let them settle in, find their feet. And Edison's absolutely found his feet by getting himself an assist. Your boys' United bar. What does that mean? That's interesting. Is it like your lad or your friends? United bar, and you've got a mate that owns a bar or a son that owns a bar that's themed around United. I've got a bottle of petrol that'll sort that out. It's a bit harsh. A bit harsh. One thing I would say in this second half is we've not been as anywhere near... Right, I'm going to say it, so let's touch wood and hope I don't eat my words in a minute. But we have not been anywhere near as susceptible to Palace chances in this second half. Compared to that first half, it felt like, yeah, creating lots of good football going forward. We were definitely the more creative side out of the two. But it just felt like at any moment we could lose the ball and Palace will go up the other end and score. They nearly made it 3-0, don't forget. This half, haven't really seen anything from Palace so far. And I'm still worried I'm going to eat my words because Palace are knocking it around right now. They've gone long. And Vardiol deals with it. Will Hughes picks up the loose pieces. Vardiol comes in. Lewis, cool as you like. we've dealt with everything so far, and it's good to see. But there's definitely going to be an onslaught of Palace attacks coming, because there's no way they can keep this middle sort of. They're not doing anything. They're not sitting deep, Palace, but they're not going for it either. There's very much a mid-block going on here from Palace. Because look how high the line is. They're almost on the halfway line, the defence. But they're not pressing us either. I think they are waiting for us to make mistakes, and I think that's what's been good about City so far in the second half, is the mistakes have been few and far between, which is also something I'm afraid of eating in terms of words later. So I hopefully won't be regretting those words, because anything could happen with the City side right now. But I mean, it's been a solid, composed second half performance. Ortega's on, by the way, just to let you know. Sprays of good first ball out there. Good start from Ortega finding Gundogan. It wasn't an easy ball either. And Marmoush wins a throw-in. That's about right. That's about normal, that, Adrian. We normally get around 600, don't we? It's quite a lot, actually, for this. There's still quite a bit of football to play. So maybe we get to 700. But we normally do get around there or thereabouts. And what is even better to see today is the fact that we have played possession-based football, but we've created chances. And that's always going to be the associated caveat. You know what I mean? That if you have possession-based football and you create nothing with it, then there's no point in possession-based football. If you create chances as... I don't want to say free-flowing, because it's not like we've been knocking down Palace's door with chance after chance, but we have definitely been creative today, which is good to see. Really good to see. Marmoush in there, wins the ball back. Nice and positive from Marmoush. Good ball by Gonzalez into De Bruyne, goes back to Diaz, and City are probably taking their foot off the gas a little bit here from a creative point, but we are 4-2 up, so it's a case of game management now, I think, for City. There you go, Adrian. Passes in the final third. 116 for City, 10 for Palace. They could be about to have their 11th, and they're in. Chilwell whips it across. Vardiol. He does it, he gets it right, and it's offside anyway, thank God for that. But Vardiol with a risky chest. It worked, so I can't criticise it, but it was really ballsy, man, to try that chest, not knowing that Ismail Sarr's coming in behind him there. He just chests it to Ruben Diaz, and it's offside, so nothing to worry about. But yeah, not bad. Athy wants to see Grealish. I would have no objections to seeing Grealish, because I think you're absolutely right. It is Grealish time. Game management is Grealish's forte. When you've got the lead, I think he's a very good player to bring on when you don't need... I'm not saying he can't score goals, because he scored against Leicester, but he's not like, Diaz. He's not had a good game, Ruben Diaz. He's just given the ball away, a mistake. But we've got away with it because Kovacic comes forward now. Nips in, sends Gundogan further forward. Coming through the inside left channel now. Gundogan goes further out left to Marmoush, who starts coming inside. Looks to fire it back to Gundogan. Marmoush again with the counter press. Brilliant from Marmoush, that is. It looked like we'd lost the ball there, but a little touch just off his studs. Gets the ball back, and we're still in there on the edge of their area. That's what I'm talking about, man. You've got to have that counter press. Stop them coming forward. Even though you've lost the ball, just get in their faces and win it back. Yeah, me too, I say. I'd like to see him come on. I think Grealish from Athy's a good shout, I'd probably think about McAtee coming off. Even though he's got his goal, he's probably full of confidence, but I do think Jack Grealish would be a good name, a good player, a good set of skills to bring onto the pitch. The thing is that Pep's very much... He's always been a bit reluctant with substitutions, because I do think he's a big believer in momentum. and not disrupting and disturbing that momentum. And I would say we've got momentum right now. We're playing with momentum. We're playing with... It's good, positive football. It just feels like Palace are just not in this game at all in this second half. Oh, fucking Kovacic got away with it again. And even that, you know what I mean? Like, even though there's been a Diaz mistake about a minute ago, 2 minutes ago, Kovacic wins the ball back. Bit of luck. Kovacic just then gives the ball away, like right in the middle of the pitch. Breaks right back to Kovacic and we don't lose it. We get a bit of luck. And Kovacic and Nico Gonzalez were just playing keep ball there between themselves, trying to lure Palace onto them, and they came out and they just did a little 1-2 around them. So stupid that from Palace, wasn't it? Like they didn't want to bite, and then they did a little 1-2 around the go, and City are on the attack. Ball in, and it's cleared. Crazy that from Ismail Issa was just stood there watching a bit of football tennis between Kovacic and Gonzalez, right on the centre circle almost. He wasn't biting until he did. Lovely from Rico Lewis. And by the way, I think Rico Lewis has had a solid game. He's been all right. You know, a little bit out of position maybe in the first half. Nico O'Reilly, 5! Nico O'Reilly in the goals. He knows where the back of the net is, this lad, doesn't he? And he's bagged himself a goal. Manchester City's fifth goal. 5-2. Get in the back of the net. Come on. Ryan's just ripped a shot of whiskey, Johnny. Go City. Thanks for everything. This channel is way better than an OnlyFans. Mate, you send me another 10 quid and I'll do all sorts for you. I'll do all... No, don't. And I won't. But Nico O'Reilly, by the way, that finish is absolute, composed, side foot volley on the left peg. Edge of the area. Oh, it took a deflection. So, yeah. Not as good a finish as I first thought. It looked better from the camera, but clipped the right buttock of... who is that? Is that Jefferson Lerma? I'm not sure who that is. Lerma's number 8, isn't he? I'm pretty sure. Timmy wants 6. Mackie's happy. Buzzing. Jonny fans. Adam Wharton coming off with a face like thunder. Eze is alongside him as well, also coming off. Mackie, mate, thank you very much. You were saying thanks to me for doing this before, were you? And that's the super chat as well. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. Big up to you, Mackie. We do need the goal difference as well, don't we? We do. Christine with a bit of Michael Owen commentary there. A goal is a goal. You're absolutely correct, Christine. Shall I start that Alan Partridge commentary? Who's seen that? He's got a foot like a traction engine. Shit! Did you see that? That's kind of what I commentate like anyway, actually. It's not... Oh, fuck. Palace are in. Chilwell, ball across. And Vardiol with a bit of defending. And he's offside. He's offside. It's all good. Oh, yeah, 5-2. There we go. Yeah, I'd like to see it, Chad. I'd like to see it. Bit of Bobberino. Get Bobberino on. Ah, you wish is Pep's command. Oscar Bob is stood on the touchline alongside Savinho as well. And it's Marmouche off, who's had a very good game today. Very good game. Gets his goal, and I think his work rate for me has stood out. It's been a hard effort there from Marmouche, who's been brilliant in winning the ball back early. And it's McAtee is the other player coming off. I agree with the substitutions. I think now, if you wanted to see another player, I would think about De Bruyne for Grealish, just to protect the legs of Kevin De Bruyne. Because the game's won. Surely, I said that. Like, 5-2. It's won. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. Do you reckon we could get to 800? I'm pushing it with 1,000. But there's enough of you here, so I reckon you could. Big up, everybody. If you could hit the like button, that would be huge. Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob. Nico Gonzalez. Savinho. Early contributions here from Bob and Savinho. Savinho's gone way out left here. So it's Bob on the right, Savinho on the left. I nearly forgot then. It just happened. It was O'Reilly. It was Nico O'Reilly. I was like, who's got the 5th goal? I was just shouting his name 30 seconds ago. But yeah, he knows where the back of the net is, doesn't he? I mean, it took a bit of a deflection. But the composed... That's got to be offside for Savinho. And it's into Henderson's hands anyway. But I think the linesman was going to stick his flag up. City watched your video yesterday and they answer. Well, good. I mean, I'm not... They obviously didn't watch my video, but... yeah, I said in the video, and I'll clip it if I have to, that I said we can beat them. I just felt like it's a very worrying game, but absolutely. I'm going to get plenty of people now probably having a go at me saying, oh, you're all negative. And we won. I'd much rather be wrong and City win than be right and City lose all day long. All day long. So I'll take it. And if I can, maybe I'll carry on. I'll be the shittest wet wipe of a negative moron you can possibly wish for if it means City win every game. I'm more than happy to do that. Ah, lovely from Savinho. Lovely little bit of skill. Nico O'Reilly nearly tackled him. Don't know why. But Savinho was like, get off the ball, mate. I'm on one here. And he's on a mission, Savinho. You can tell. Look at him. Just watch Savinho. Let's go to player watch. Savinho's on a mission here. Unexpected turnaround. Low fat, mo fat. I think you're right. The only way it wasn't unexpected was I actually felt like we were creating chances. Before it was 1-0 Palace. And even at 1-0 Palace, we created chances. And even at 2-0 Palace, we were creating chances. If that third goal for Eberechi Eze stood, which it shouldn't because he was offside. Offside's offside. Oh, no. Ball over. Oh, they nearly made it 5-3 and that would have changed everything. Still 5-2. But yeah, I think at the start of the game, if you were to say City go 2-0 down, do you think we turn it round and win 5-2? Most people would say no. So I agree with the unexpected part in that regard. But in terms of how the game was going, I felt like we're going to score, surely, and to get one when we did from a Kevin De Bruyne set piece. And sometimes that's what it takes, a set piece. Or take corner ball, and it's cleared, is it? Awkwardly. This corner's coming back in. Will Hughes with a little dummy. De Bruyne fell for it, but got back and blocked the ball. Well done, De Bruyne. Rule 1, though, mate. Never jump and turn your back, but at least you landed quick enough to turn around and block. And it is Jack Grealish coming on alongside Jeremy Doku. Good shout, Adrian. I'm not sure. Who would you give man of the match? Chat. What you saying? Chat. Man of the match. Corner ball. We've not done it, you know. Oh, swing and a miss. Another one coming in. Hey, over the bar. Is that Nathaniel Klein? It is. Nathaniel Klein. Former Scouser. Smashing one over the bar. Their corners have been good, mate. They have been. They've scored from one, don't forget. And it is going to be De Bruyne for Grealish. Makes sense. Interesting to see what Doku's going to do, though. There's Kevin De Bruyne's family. Good to see. Little De Bruyne. 2 little De Bruynes. It's mad to know that there's other people out there with the name De Bruyne. Even though they're his family. As a City fan, it's like, there's only one De Bruyne. Your children can't be called De Bruyne as well. That's not right. There's only one. But there's little baby De Bruyne's. He does flash. He does. I missed the substitution. Who came off for Doku then? Was it Gundo? I wasn't paying attention. Doku's gone through the middle here. We've got a front four now of Oscar Bob, Doku, Grealish and Savinho, and I like it. It's not Gundogan because he's on the pitch. Who came off? Cover, was it? He's going for 6, isn't he, Pep? Taking Kovacic off and bringing on Doku and De Bruyne off for Grealish. We could get 6 here. Goal difference. What are we saying? There is that to consider, you know. 5-2 has certainly given a nice injection of confidence for me. I'm feeling quite confident now. It's changed a lot, and it's a fickle old game, isn't it? Before the game, I was terrified. But this City side are more than capable of doing this. And it's been a good attacking performance. We still have major things to worry about. You're looking at the moments in the first half where we go 2-0 down. It's just crazy. Crazy stuff at the back. Silly is a polite way of putting it. But you've got to take your hats off to the front players today. The attack-minded players on this pitch for City today have been brilliant. They've been very creative. At times, wasteful still. I think McAtee probably could have had a hat-trick. He missed that header on the edge of the 6-yard box. They could have made it 3-2. And he missed the chance where he side-footed a weird effort, that from McAtee, wasn't it? Where he side-footed it and got no power behind it. But at the end of the day, he's found the back of the net, and it was a really, really important goal to make it 4-2 because it really gave us that breathing space that we needed, because this game could have become a bit erratic and chaotic if it lingered at 3-2 for too long. But to get the fourth as quick as we did was brilliant. Ruben Diaz giving it away again, and we got away with it. Good play from Oscar Bob to win it back. Lovely little flick. Gets it back to Nico Gonzalez. Drop of the shoulder from Nico Gonzalez. Love that. Sends it out to Doku. Doku slows it down. Coming in on the right side. Goes back to Nico. Diaz has been disappointing today. Distribution has been a bit wayward. Ruben Diaz. I think he has a little bit of blame is needed for the goals as well, because I think he was the player that played him offside. Clearly Pep stuck his hand in the air, so he knows that that's a real indication that we're trying to play an offside trap. You have to with a high line, don't you? There's no alternative. Bob into Rico Lewis, lays it off, and Doku handballs it. Yeah, it was a handball. Block the clearance. Dark says KDB deserved that man of the match today. Yeah, I can't see anyone else deserving it more than Kevin De Bruyne. I think Marmouche is close behind him. But yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, I'm with you. Big up DS4. Thank you for being a member. 6 months. Your support is absolutely appreciated. More than you know, mate. Massively do. We should have scored 8 goals today. Yeah. I think you're right. 7 minutes of injury time. I think there's time to get a 6th. We could bag ourselves a 6th. I was on a mission before to find goal difference importance to remind us of what's what. Because right now, we have just overtaken Chelsea in the goal difference department by 2. No, what am I talking about? By 3. With the win. Giving away here, though. Palace looking for what would be, you'd think, with the amount of time left, would be a consolation goal. But one that would sting a little bit. Because it's been a second half of very good football from this City side. Not much conceded. But yeah, goal difference. We're on plus 20. Forest are on plus 14. And even though they've got a game in hand, we're 2 points behind Forest in 3rd right now. Forest are in 3rd. We're in 4th. Obviously, everyone's got a game in hand here. Doku's away. It's a 3-on-2 situation for Doku, and he's not got the sprint speed, has he, Doku? His acceleration is like 99, if you're talking about it in FIFA terms. 99. He's like fucking boom, off the mark, innit? But long distance, when players start to open up their legs, he's not that quick, is he? He just got rinsed there by, I think it was Jefferson Lerma. Yaya Toure, on the other hand, he was like, when he opened up his legs, mate, like a steam train at full pelt. So yeah, goal difference plus 20 for City. Ahead of us, Forest in plus 14, and we're 2 points behind them. We could get third now. You know, Forest have got some tough games coming up as well. Chelsea behind us on plus 17 goals and are 2 points behind us. So if they draw, they stay behind us today. Oscar Bob into Jeremy Doku. Doku with the left foot. Jack Grealish slows it up. He's never going to shoot, was he? He absolutely should have shot, but Nico O'Reilly loved that. Loved that strength from Nico O'Reilly. Just bodied him then. He had two people. Munoz eventually takes it off him and wins the free kick. But Nico O'Reilly, strong, mate. Love to see that. Yeah, so 2 points ahead of Chelsea right now. Game in hand, of course. And they're probably going to spank Ipswich, who they play. Newcastle have 2 games in hand, and we are 2 points ahead of them. So you expect Newcastle to at least win one of them and overtake us. I think, obviously, one of them's United. I'm not sure who the other one is. And they're on plus 13, so goal difference. Rico Lewis with a weird bit of defending then. Completely misjudged it, and it seemed to hit him like in the nose. Or maybe like a bee stung him or something. It looked like a bee stung him or something. He was just like watching the ball, and it came down and he was about to head it, and he just went like that. Just completely lost his shit and freaked out and started kicking the ball. Doku's hold-up play is brilliant. There, free kick referee. Well done, Jeremy Doku. That's a yellow card as well. Dished out. We could get a sick there. It's quite far out for the shot, though. But he's good, isn't he, Doku? I love watching him. Douglas doesn't. Not just positive words I had to say there about Doku. But yeah, you're talking about the chance he had before. Yeah, I mean, it was a shot blocked, wasn't it? And then it broke to Jack Grealish. I'm more annoyed that Jack Grealish didn't shoot, to be honest. It was one of them, just like, have a shot, mate. It might take a deflection. He saw there was a Palace player in front of him, but there was enough of the goal to aim at there for Grealish, for me. He doesn't like shooting, does he, Jack? And I said it in the Leicester game that even though he scored, it's almost like he's scared of being rejected. You know, it's like, why ask the girl out on a date? Don't risk it, because that way you'll never feel the rejection. It's like, don't shoot, don't miss. God, take a shot, man. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Right, 2 minutes of time to go. We are defo winning this. Mr. Life, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate that. Who do you think will sign KDB when he leaves in the summer? MLS or Saudi? 100% MLS, mate. 100% MLS. And William as well, thanks for the super chat. Any idea for my KDB tattoo? I think 17 with a crown. I like it. I'm not the guy to ask for tattoos, to be honest. I don't have a tattoo on me. And it's not because it's just because I don't know. I've just never been a guy who's been interested in getting tattoos. But yeah, that's a good shout. If I ever got a tattoo, it would be a City one, because they're the most. That's, for me, it's like the most consistent thing in my life is City. Probably my children now, but I mean, it's a bit. I don't know. I'm not going to get my kids tattooed to me, but yeah, I'm not really bothered about tattoos, mate. But yeah, I like the idea. I can see where you're going with it. I can see where you're going. 17 with a crown. Yeah, that Rico Lewis moment there. There's a fucking bee sting. I'm telling you, a bee just stung him. Thanks for the super chat, mate. And yeah, Miss Alive, Chilwell just coming forward here past Nico Gonzalez. Well, he is knackered. Gonzalez looks knackered. He's put in a proper shift today. And then they nearly give it away, Palace. Be interesting to hear what the Palace fans have to say about their performance today. Ball in. Could be 5-3 if we're not careful here. How close do we need to let them to go to our goal? He was like almost on the post there, Sar, and just like defending the ball. Eventually, I think it's Nico O'Reilly who prods it out for a corner. I think MLS, and I think we saw a shot of the reason why. I think they're very much settled, because culture-wise, I'm sure it's a lovely place to live, Saudi Arabia. I'm sure it's absolutely a beautiful place to live. But I do think Kevin De Bruyne is settled in Manchester, which for me suggests he'd probably suit going to like Miami or New York, and I could see him doing that. I think from the rumours you hear as well, I'm going off rumours here full time, but yeah, going off rumours, I would suggest probably MLS, and that's not knocking Saudi. I just feel like that's probably more his preference. Yeah, me too, Big M. Me too. Yeah, I think so as well. But as long as it's not going to be a Premier League side, that's for sure. That's for sure. And Manchester City, by the way, hey, 3 fucking points. Absolutely buzzing. An enjoyable birthday gift for me. A turnaround as well, a comeback. 2-0 down. We win 5-2. And I tell you what, there was a lot of worried City fans, and as if I wasn't one of them, I was 100% one of them, when we were 2-0 down, because it was getting like, we were all doing it, weren't we? We were all like looking at the schedules, like, oh, Thursday night. And I would have been devastated because I play 5-a-side on Thursday night, which means I would have to have packed in my Thursday night football. Every Europa League game, I'd have had to have missed it. Just from a very, very selfish point of view, making it very much about me and how it affects my little world. Europa League football would have been shit because I would have had to not play my 5-a-side game on Thursdays. That would have been annoying. But we don't have to as of yet, because we are sat in 4th place right now. 2 points behind Forest, you know. I've always been look up, don't look down, look up. If anyone's above you, look at them. You know, that's who you target. You shouldn't be batting down, you know what I mean? Don't look down. But game in hand means you kind of have to. You have to look behind and be realistic about it, because Newcastle have got 2 of them, 2 games in hand, and you definitely can see them winning one of them, at least, you'd expect. The fact that they've won the League Cup suggests to me that they've definitely got the wind in their sails right now. They are very confident, and they are... So I'm glad we're not facing them, but I'm sure Newcastle have got some tough games coming up, and even though they've got United, a lot of people would poo-poo the idea. They'd poo-poo the idea that... oh, look at that. Little De Bruyne kids. Look at that. They're so happy for their dad. That's so good to see, man. Love to see that. It's heartwarming, mate. So wholesome. Love to see that. Definitely. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure Newcastle have got some tough games coming up, as of Chelsea. Should we have a quick scan of the fixtures coming up for Chelsea and any tough games coming up? Because we know what's coming. I told you in the preview what's coming up. Newcastle immediately next week away to Villa. So someone's getting knocked out of this race, potentially. We've got 6 games to go. At that point, they will have 6 games to go. Villa and Newcastle right now are 6th and 7th behind each other. Villa obviously with 1 game more. Villa are the closest to us outside of in the race, I think. So I've always said, well, in recent weeks I've always said, Newcastle, Chelsea and Villa are the 3 that we would worry about as the real teams that would probably do damage against us and actually take that Champions League spot. 2 of them play against each other, so one of them next week should be getting knocked out of the race effectively. Even if a draw would be terrible for both of them, especially if we win. And Chelsea are away to Fulham, who are right behind Villa. So next weekend could be a very positive weekend, but we play Everton, and that is not a game I'm looking forward to. I am very worried about that game. I'm worried like I was... going into this game, to be honest. Everton away. The fact that Palace was at home gave us a bit of hope. The injuries and the suspensions that they had, Mark Gay was suspended for this game, is definitely a blow for Palace. And we certainly exposed them at the back today. I felt like defensively they were not solid at all. And the 5 goals is evidence of that. I mean, how much evidence do you want, mate? We scored 5. So, yeah. It is, mate. It is my birthday. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. City tearing Cockneys apart again. City. Oh yeah, clock. I always do it. One of these days it'll get to 200, that clock. I'll be sat here for a year with the clock still running. But yeah, the fixtures coming up. Everton away is not a good game. Defensively, David Moyes has got them solid. They were very unlucky in the Merseyside derby, I thought. They're good. David Moyes, they are two a side that I wouldn't... Out of Palace and Everton, the two sides that I think are gathering momentum. But like people are going to tell me now, you said that before the Palace game. And we won 5-2. So, yeah. The two counter-arguments to that is... We're away from home. That's the simple one. That changes everything. Goodison Park is not a nice place to go and play football. It's a very difficult place to play football. Two, what has given you confidence to think that we will repeat this performance against Everton? I'm not trying to be negative and make us feel bad, but there has been no evidence this season that suggests that we will be able to maintain this level of consistency that we showed today, creatively today, and go into the next 6 games, the remaining 6 games of the season, and put in performances like we did today. In particular in the second half. Defensively in the first half, stupid mistakes at the back to concede 2, and very nearly 3. Could have easily been 3. So, yeah, first half, we almost could say we got away with it. But we played really well, attacking-wise. We played very good football, created plenty of chances, and scored a bag full of goals. Good to see. But I'm just thinking we played well against Leicester. You know, and who was it before the derby? There was another game. Who did we play? It was Bournemouth and then Leicester. That's what it was, wasn't it? Bournemouth away. That was tough. Even though Bournemouth haven't been that good lately, but still not an easy place to go. Bournemouth had been playing good football before we faced them. Then, of course, Leicester. Everyone's beaten Leicester, and we should have got about 5 or 6 goals in that game. And then the derby, just slotted in there between the Palace game and the Leicester game. The derby, and it was like, what was that? And there's been so many of those games slotted in between good performances, and that's the concern for me. Is there's this little the peaks and troughs of this Manchester City side this season. Fucking hell, nearly dropped my phone. The peaks and troughs of the side have been too frequent. You know, we're so inconsistent, and I still think we could go to Everton and we could turn them over. You play like we did and create the chances we did today. I don't think we will be playing against a defence that's going to be as high up as the Palace side were. I think Everton will probably drop deep. But no reason why we can't beat them. Absolutely. But there's absolutely no reason why we can't lose that game. It's like, it's so difficult to predict that game. But beyond that, it starts to get a little bit better for City. Of course, we end up not playing in a game week. I'm looking at the fantasy football app, and we're not even there, so we must be slotted in somewhere else. Why are we not playing there? I don't know. We got Wolves at home. Wolves, by the way, who have, I think, was it Mad Hatter who's told me? I think Mad Hatter was the one who told me. Wolves have got more points than us since January, I think it was the stat. Wolves are getting a lot of points right now, so that's not easy. But being at the Etihad makes me feel more confident. Of course, then you're looking at Newcastle, who go away to Brighton. Chelsea play Liverpool. So, Champions League's still on. It's still on. It absolutely is. We are the only way we don't get it is being our own worst enemies, because the fixtures are in our favour. I'm not going to go through all of them because I'll be here all day doing that. But we are absolutely got the fixture lists that if you could pick them, these are the ones you'd pick, you know, because compared to Chelsea, who've got Liverpool, compared to Newcastle, they've got the tougher fixtures. Villa as well. So there's no reason why we can't get Champions League football this year. You're absolutely right, Phil. Clara, we won't repeat 5-2, but confidence is an amazing thing. To come back from 2-0 down and score 5 is massive, and it's against a Premier League side, high stakes. It's not like 8-0 Salford, 100%. Have we scored 5 in the Premier League this year at all? Have we tanked anyone? I mean, it's not a tanking when you concede 2. I like it being a 5-0, 5-1. When you concede 2, it just makes it sound like a goal fest. There's been some silly moments in the game, and the scoreline is not lying. When I say that, silly moments were definitely in this game. But still, yeah, scoring 5 from 2-0 down is brilliant. It really is. You're absolutely right, Clara. Ethan, Jonny, 5-2, get in 100%, mate. 6-0 Ipswich. Chelsea, man. They've been resting players as well. They've got more than one eye. I think they've got both eyes. on the potential European trophy they could bag. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate that, mate. 4-0 Newcastle. Against, who are they playing? They're United, aren't they? Yeah, they're going to tonk them probably, but it's at St James's Park as well, so yeah. And there is that animosity. It's quite a big fixture, isn't it? Newcastle United, because they do hate each other, don't they? Oh, you're talking about the City scorelines. Right, I thought you were predicting scorelines. Right, I asked a question, then you answered me, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Sorry. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. 6-0 Ipswich at home. Yeah, I remember it now. Was it? Yeah, away. It was away. And at home, wasn't it 4-1? We went 1-0 down at home against Ipswich, didn't we? Yeah, we did slam them, Ethan. Away from home. That came out of nowhere, that. 4-0 Newcastle as well. And now I'm understanding what the chat are doing, and I'm completely not having a massive brain fart. Yeah, 4-0 Newcastle was an unbelievable result. When you look at Newcastle now, you look at Newcastle and you look at Forest. We beat Newcastle 4-0. We beat Forest 3-0. Where did that come from? Why did that result happen? Mad. It's been a crazy season for City. It really has. Not entertaining in a good way. Not entertaining in a good way, but it's certainly been entertaining as a City fan because it's given us a nice taste of like defeat and remembering how good it is to win. It's not when you win all the time, you forget how good it feels to win. Do you know what I mean? When you start losing games and having the seasons we've had, it reminds you of how hard it actually is to win in the fucking first place. And then you appreciate it all the more when you do. Because this win against Palace feels like fucking buzzing, right? If we won 5-2 last season against Palace, we'd be like, yeah, tick, done that. Palace at home, completed it, mate. Done. Check that box. But this feels like an absolute worldie of a win, doesn't it? Like, fucking buzzing, mate. We beat Palace, mate. We beat bloody Palace. Like, absolutely buzzing. But yeah, that was about it, wasn't it? I'm 37. 37, man. Getting on a bit. 30 bloody 7. I said it early in the stream, like, I'm not up for it. I'm not up for 37. I was all right. I could deal with 36 because it's in the bracket of mid-30s. 37, late 30s. You are getting on now, man. I'm feeling it as well when I play football. Do you know what I mean? When I play football now, I just like... There's a couple of young lads that play with us as well. They're like 16 years old and they're just like fucking spring chickens, man. And I'm like, oh, I can't keep up, mate. Like, and it's not even speed. The speed's not the problem. It's the turning. It's the acceleration, like bursting, like your muscles just ache like a bastard, don't they? They really do. You feel it so much more. It takes like 3 days to recover, like from an hour of football. It really does. It was a good game, Lewis, mate. It really was. Used to dream of being 37. Appreciate that, Wapang. Appreciate that, mate. I'm loving this, guys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Someone's going to be like, you wrinkly old rhinoceros scrotum. You look about 50. I had loads of Arsenal fans saying some 50-year-old in his bedroom. That was the statement I got from Arsenal fans. After the Lewis Skelly outburst, when I absolutely lost my shit with Lewis Skelly. Rattled some cages there. He rattled mine, but in turn I rattled about 10,000 Arsenal fans that all took to social media to let me know what they thought of me. And a lot of them were like, oh, some 50-year-old in his bedroom. I was like, 50? Fucking hell. 40 would be an insult, but 50? I look 50. Jesus. But anyway. Try bowling fast at 37. That really hurts. Yeah, well, I tore my bicep bowling, Douglas, when I was like, well, in high school it was actually 15. It was my good arm as well, so it was rubbish. At 15, you need that arm when you're 15. Do you know what I mean? I needed it. Left hand ain't as good. If you know, you almost definitely know, especially with the action I just did. Anyway, Kevin De Bruyne standing there with a microphone, enjoying the fact that he's man of the match. I'd love to hear what he's going to say, actually. I'm going to rewind this and listen to what he's got to say, because I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of it is to do with the fact that he's leaving and how he feels. And it's former professionals to another current professional, with Joe Cole and Peter Crouch asking the questions. Interesting. Yeah, Christine, appreciate that. Smash the likes up, people. Oh, 2 away from 900. We nearly did get to 1,000 likes. That would have been good. That would have been good, but we didn't quite make it. Not to worry. Not to worry. You guys have been fantastic in the chat, and all the super chats as well, and all the general chats as well. I've really had a good time talking to you. I'm thinking about it. Do you know what's getting big now is paddle. Everyone's into bloody paddle. I bet there's someone in the chat who just got a raging hard on at the fact that I brought paddle up. I went, oh, paddle. Paddle? I've got a mate of mine who's genuinely thinking about setting up a paddle business. He might even be in the chat, actually. I know he watches. So if you're watching, mate, I hope, Murph, your paddle business is up and running. Because it's you're onto something there, mate. I think there's a lot of people who love the sport now. But anyway, moving on from paddle. A lot of people would have also thought that as well. Like, what the fuck is paddle? It's like tennis crossed with squash, sort of, with a paddle. Oh, Ethan, mate, you're in my good books. You're getting a Christmas card. You are, mate. Thank you very much. 3 points. Kovacic scored. I forgot about that. That was a really important goal to make it 3-2, and it was a very tidy finish. I don't think we've spoke about that enough, that Kovacic scored. I've completely forgot about that. A real little omission from the memory that was. And, yeah, O'Reilly's finish was nice. McAtee took his goal well. Probably could have had a hat-trick today, McAtee, in all fairness. But Kovacic was a side, sort of side foot sliding onto it, finished. Lovely, lovely goal. You're going to have to Google it then. Clearly, not everyone does know paddle. But it's for the elites, Johnny. Yeah, I am 100%. Memory's going. That's why I got these brain tablets, Omega-3 from Boots. Where am I going here? I've got to do it in reverse. They make when you have one of these little Omega-3 and then you have a tablet and then you burp like an hour later and you get this horrible like fish breath. And everyone goes like, fuck you, Jesus Christ. Everyone goes like, fuck off, mate. Get away from me. Omega-3. And just breathe all the fish onto everybody. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to go and have a tablet and breathe on some people. Right, thanks everybody for tuning in to Typical City today. Really, really appreciate all the birthday love as well. Massively appreciate that. You can smell it through the stream. Big up to everybody. 3 points. Massive win. Massive win. Take care. I don't know when I'll be back for the next video because I've got my missus' birthday coming up. And that's a bigger priority for me than my own birthday. Of course it is. It has to be. So that's a day away. So we are 1 day apart on terms of our birthday. So I need to get busy tomorrow. I've got a very busy day tomorrow and as well on Monday. So I'm not sure when I'll actually be back. But I like to think there won't be 2 days. Maximum 2 days without a video. Maximo days, I think. Anyway, take care, Blues. And I'll see you in the next one.